mental health experts call toxic masculinity.
Research found the underlying cause for could-be masculinity concept culture.
Toxic masculinity, we've sort of heard this phrase popping up. The phrase has gained a lot of attention recently, especially with the Me Too movement.
It's showtime.
I'm no godless Tommy. I fought the Star-Spangled Banner.
You bring the cavalry?
Woman, I am the cavalry.
They are my people. I am their sovereign. I love them.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Knock. Stick around.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Masculine Mondays, episode 24, where we're talking about Near Dark, a vampire movie that actually doesn't mention the word vampire in it, ironically, but it does have Bill Paxton in it, and he carries the hell out of this movie. And we're talking some spooky horror-esque, type of movies for masculinity's sake, to see what it presents to us and where we can kind of talk about it and review it. And I thought, it would make sense to have someone who might talk about some thriller, maybe some horror type movies, to have him talk about this movie because it was recommended to her by someone else who wears a pumpkin on their head, who isn't here at the moment, but Nadia is. Hello, my dear. How are you?
I'm good. How's it going? Happy spooky month.
Happy spooky month. And I don't know if it's gotten better weather over there for you on the west side of the states there, but it's been cooler here. Good.
Absolutely has. It has cooled down. It is getting to mid 70s at the highest, which is nice instead of, Satan's butthole. But yeah, it was vampires could not survive out here. I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be able to handle the humidity down here, but thankfully these last few days have actually been pretty nice. The other night it was like 68 degrees out. It's perfect weather. That's when I was at City Walk with some folks, and it was just one of the best nights I think I've seen here in a while, weather-wise, which is nice. So I think we're in that trend of feeling like it is actually fall, but yeah, definitely not quite the leather jacket leather jacket wear outside like Bill Paxton does, but he pulls it off rather well though. So I mean, again, Oklahoma, I know it gets a little hot out there, but speaking of getting hot,
yeah, I'm always hot.
What's up, Blue? How you doing?
Oh, fuck. Blue's here.
Yeah, look, Burton's raspberry. Yeah. Well, Nadia knows practical effects. Again, Silver Bullet, man. My God, Nick,
yeah, I'm jealous.
Everybody praised, American Werewolf in London, which is, great for what it is. But Silver Bullet has some terrific practical effects. But it came out when I was 4, so this is my first time seeing it in theaters. My son's like, Dad, that was fantastic. Like, nice. And you guys, it's always cool. One of the best scenes, Nick, of course, was like with the father there. He's like, you tell my son who was ripped in pieces about blind justice. And like now, again, watching that as a dad, like how would I feel if some werewolf ripped my kid into pieces, man? Like I love watching older films as a father. My kid's next to me, and of course the Reverend. I heard my kid say, "Oh shit."
Right. Blue, Trick or Treat is coming back to theaters too. I think this week or next week. You'll have to check, but it is playing for Regal. So. Oh, wow. If the kid hasn't seen it, that is like one of my favorite Halloween anthology movies. I watch it every Halloween, so it'd be really cool to see it on the.
I just left Nadia. Well, Nick knows Black Phone. The popcorn bucket and also the cups out for the Black Phone too. They show the grabber on top of the fucking the soda bucket.
Nice.
I got my tickets to see it Thursday. I'm excited. Yeah. I wonder if my theory is right that it's an unused Nightmare on Elm Street script. Yeah. That's what I'm starting leaning towards. But
I told Nick this earlier, so I told people we all joke around, but like I honestly don't support pirate sites. I will pay $5 to buy a movie or rent it. And I checked earlier. I mean, Amazon, Vudu, Netflix.
Oh, for Near Dark.
For Shudder, I checked too. Like, how does Shudder not have?
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube for free. There's a bunch of people who have uploaded the movie completely for free.
I'm saying, but it's not the official. It's like that's like one of you and me uploading it. So like I went to a site to to watch it, but I was just so disappointed because I legit would buy this movie and I can't.
It is. It's hard to find the Blu-ray for it. It's very if you do, it's very expensive. It's because when the movie was going to be the distributing company went bankrupt, like they closed. So like the rights were just like all over the place of distributing. And when they finally were able to get it into theaters, it was only small select theaters. So they made, I think, $3 million on their $5 million budget.
Oh wow.
Yeah. This is before the internet, folks. This is 1987. That's
because I remember that obviously this year also had The Lost Boys, which we were gonna cover until we did an Audible. After talking about it last week, after Bubba Hotep. So it was definitely one of those moments I'm like, it's been a while since I've watched Near Dark. Like I'm up for calling an Audible and just kind of giving it a shot, to be honest with you. So and honestly, after having watched it this weekend, I have to say I think I like it a lot more than The Lost Boys.
interesting.
Only because I think Bill Paxton carries this movie.
Oh my God,
so much. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I think Near Dark is more mature than Lost Boys. I absolutely fucking love The Lost Boys. It is.
I like it. Yeah.
John Carpenter's Vampires. It's one of my favorite vampire films. But I feel Lost Boys is a nostalgia thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's almost like Vampires and the Goonies made a movie together. Like it's Vampire Goonies, where there's like some really dark elements to it if you watch it and listen to the dialogue and the different characters utilized. And it was influential. Like to me, when I watched it again, Nick, you probably have read Preacher. Have you read Preacher, Nick?
Yeah.
Severin, Bill Paxton character, reminds me so much of Cassidy.
Yeah. That's I definitely see that. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of popcorn buckets, if Near Dark were to have been released, in today's movie theater experience, what popcorn bucket do you think they would have done?
Something with fire too, because this film's got a lot of fire.
It does.
It's something Western, I would assume.
A boot with the spur on it.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Something like
with
that.
With like
maybe
some blood, maybe like fake blood down the sides or something.
Yeah. Boot on the blood.
Yeah, he went grit naughty, but I was like, we watched Near Dark. I was like, buddy, how'd you like this film? He goes, Dad, Near Dark is good. He's like, I still like Lost Boys better. Even my kid said it.
Agreeing with me is not a bad thing, Blue, for fuck's sake. Sorry, Nick.
It's totally fine. I mean,
I probably watch Lost Boys once a year. I fucking love that movie.
I love that movie. I'll pop it on. It doesn't even have to be Halloween. It's fun to watch. And I think I would love for it to come back to theaters. For its next anniversary or something.
I definitely want to watch it again just to kind of maybe see, what sort of angle I would take on it with masculinity. So, but before we truly dive into this, if you're new here and want to help support the channel, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, it's free, and share with your friends. And of course, subscribe to Nadia over here and Blue. They make great content, stream.
Don't subscribe to Blue. Fuck him. He doesn't need it.
I was playing Battlefield today. Okay.
Yeah, support the game streams.
Sick.
It is. We have to play at some point too. And after watching a replay, just drop a comment and engage, since that's what YouTube loves. But let's say what's up to the wonderful folks in the chat right here. Donde está la leche? What time tonight?
Speak American.
Is that mine? Who knows? Jake's here. What's up, Jake? J Nadia BLC. How's it going? And of course, then Jake's like, boom, biceps, 2 months for being a member of Manlytization. Feels good. Plot Mafia. Dude, always appreciative of Daddy Jake Martin here. Like, huge. My man's in the right direction, or has been, but just furthering that direction with masculinity. So,
did you just call him Daddy Jake?
Yeah. So it was a couple weeks ago. He broke the news on Masculine Monday. He broke the news saying that he's going to be a father.
Jake, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Highlight of the stream there. Totally. And I was like, absolutely. Like that should be like the
I thought
highlight.
You were calling him daddy for a different reason.
No.
And I was like, okay, Nick, I thought we were on a masculine stream, but all right. Hey, whatever floats your boat,
Father
my
Jake
guy.
Martin. There we go. Yeah. Good to see you here, bud. Bootsilla's here. What's up, dude? How you doing? Always good to see you here. Of course, the man who's getting fit by the day, Jama Lamba. Love to see that as well. The wonderful Titty Kitty Peepers is here. What's up?
That's a shoulder. That's a shoulder kitty. What's going on?
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Jim cheating.
Cindy just kind of moved you over to the side there.
Oh my God.
But Rick Costa, how's it going, dude? Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Vampire's not the only thing about this movie that sucks.
Yeah, this movie I feel like is it's either you like it or you don't. There's not really somebody who's passive on it that I've come across. Like I know Vex fucking hates it.
Yeah.
Jama Lama was like, I hate Lost Boys. I was like, okay, all right.
This definitely has a tone to it. There's like you said, Bill Paxton. Some people I could see his performance seeming over
I'm
the
not
top.
white. Sorry, Waylon. No. I am not white. For fuck's sake.
But I am Italian, so it's a National Italian Day.
I'm Middle Eastern. I just don't. I'm just not.
What's up, Draconis?
I daywalk. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a daywalker.
Dude, Draconis and one of my best friends and I, we were slaying some hell divers on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
It was epic.
Got a super chat from some guy.
Salty Butterbat. Sorry. Yeah, here's Vex. Near Dark sucks, but I can't deny how awesome Paxton is in this. Agreed, Vex. I mean, obviously, like there's things about this movie that collectively aren't good, right? Like as a movie, it's not the best, but I think you said it, Naughty, where this kind of caters a little bit more to a mature audience, given like the violence.
Vex is definitely not mature. So,
well, we know this, but love you, Vex. Looking forward to tomorrow night. Harder than have a half-fucked fox in a forest fire. Yes, there's some great lines in this movie that I agree. Yeah. I think Bill Paxton utilizes to the best part. Good to be the high tea panel in chat. This country is entirely too fluffy. Yeah. I just need more hard muscles. Wayfair, what's going on, dude? Hey, everyone. Hope all have a great day. It's been a good Christopher Columbus Day. I was off today from work. Loved that. Got to relax and just chill out. And then, boom! Just like that. Jake's like, boom, here's 5 gifted Plot Mafia memberships. And you know what kind of goes well with that? This.
Finger licking good.
Those memberships are finger licking good.
Bill was doing all the coke for this movie.
Bro.
Yeah, that wasn't blood he was putting in his mouth and rubbing on his gums.
I've never found Bill Paxton sexy until this movie. Like I know he's a decent looking dude, but fuck, man.
So did you watch what was your first Bill Paxton movie then?
Probably Aliens. I would. Probably Twister. Yeah.
For me, it was Twister, and then probably Aliens. But
I mean, technically, for me, it'd be Terminator. But he said he's such a minor role, so it's hard to say my first Bill Paxton.
But I didn't see Terminator till recently.
I'd say starring role. But I think Twister kind of put him on the map for because that was his first start. Well, his starring role, the co-star role, because him and Helen Hunt, but.
Yeah, exactly, Jade. There we go. That's the right biceps. Yeah, well, because it's interesting how a few years prior to this, he's in Terminator as one of the punk guys, right? That Arnold, as the model 101 says, "I need your clothes." and then he's like, fuck off or whatever he says. And we're talking about that movie next week, ironically. But yeah, it was a kind of like in the general direction where Twister's probably put him more on the map, and then people probably gain more of his like movie filmography, like just to kind of see what he was in. Like he's in True Lies, right? We already kind of talked
True
about
Lies
that.
is great. Yeah. Big Love. He was on that show for a long time. Tombstone for was it Freititi?
Actually, I guess not even.
I can't see this fucking word. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So far, my favorite film of his is Frailty. But Naughty, do you?
That's the word I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Frailty.
I wonder, is Frailty considered a horror film? I mean, it could be.
What's up, Jacob?
It's labeled horror mystery. I have not seen it. I know it is one movie that Zach constantly recommends to me, and I do need to check it out.
I would say that's my favorite Paxton film. It's fantastic. I love Frailty.
Okay, I'll check it out. I've been looking for some stuff to watch.
Yeah,
the newer horror movies and stuff have been sucky.
Lost Boys is gay, says Jacob. Gay. Throwing that fire out, Jacob.
Apollo 13. I forgot he was on that too.
See a vampire in a bathtub explode. It's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, with the massive amount of biceps coming from a man who appreciates the biceps. Niak drops $5. Thank you so much, my brother. Good to see you. Also, it's good to chat with you on Countercast before this. So he will return to a Monday night stream in the nearest future. So
I told you, not just as someone who hangs out with him, but like his he did an hour-long Event Horizon video. Fantastic. Because next week I'm taking my kid. Event Horizon's coming out in theaters next week.
Oh, it's one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah, but Nia did a whole hour breakdown and really good, man.
Nia's videos are always great. Like they're so enjoyable. Sometimes I let them stack up and then I just watch them in a row on a Saturday while I'm doing stuff. Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah, this one's for you, my brother. Blew that up. He's so wild in this movie. I love it. I mean, he's obviously very a representation of toxic masculinity, but
hey,
I mean, it fits. He's in here for a good reason, to say the least. Well, yeah, what's up, dude? Evening. I hope you are well tonight. I am well. Go ahead.
There's Papa Pumpkin. Is Papa Pumpkin available to come on? Because this is one of his
calling Papa Pumpkin. Papa Pumpkin.
The only reason I saw Near Dark was because of Gord. Because we're doing a vampire tier stream on my channel, and Gord was like, put this on the list. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, all right, let's go.
I give him credit. Gord's got a great taste in the film.
I don't know about that. Amadeus is still a snooze fest.
Exactly, Waylon. Only one. There can only be one. Where the F is a good one. He has an early morning, an unexpected early morning event tomorrow. So he's okay. But man needs to get his rest. So hopefully he's asleep. But if he somehow just pops on because he can't sleep, who knows? We might have a good
Nick,
one.
Don't lie. This is like the 1 out of 2 times a year that Goodwin goes in to his little cave and recharges for a second, and it comes out. All right.
That's true. He did miss the Karate Kid stream a few months back, so this might be a recharge moment.
This is his winter recharge moment.
He's doing the Odin sleep.
Yeah.
The Odin sleep. Yeah. He wears an eye patch too.
Like Jake's right. Like Jeepers Creepers, he comes out every 24 hours.
Because I got that reference.
I only can say this because he's not around. Otherwise, I'd be very quiet.
Jay doesn't sleep. He just waits.
Yeah, exactly.
He waits from stream to stream. Yeah.
In D&D, you know this, Nick. Like in D&D with elves, they don't sleep. They just like meditate, and then they're fine for like they don't take a long rest. They don't need one. They just need to meditate for a couple hours. That's what that's Goodwin. 100%.
If I watch Nadia and Gord for talk about Amadeus, I'm just gonna get a whole bottle of whiskey and just sit back. And
Oh man, nope. I'll never talk. As much as I don't want to talk about Velocipaster, I'll never talk about Amadeus.
Hi, Barbie. How you doing? We're having a good night. And Molly, yes, I am wearing a tank top. I preserved the tank top for this stream, obviously, and not countercast. So, but also it's just getting hot in here.
Yeah.
So,
are you going to take off all your clothes?
A Terminator has to ask me first. No, because I'm not sure he's gonna die for some freaking clothes that were made in another country. Hell no. I'd rather walk around naked and still live to see the next day at that point.
Well, originally, I was going to do a full vampire look for tonight, but work just kept me to the last minute. I just didn't have the time.
Yeah, I thought about maybe for one of these streams if I might dress up as something. But we shall see.
Yeah.
Inside the studio, how could they not be mad about Gunn spending all their money and turning out turds, especially Peacemaker season 2? Was it going as he stole their money? I think Gunn might be a con man to some degree, but
I don't think he's gonna last long. I don't think whenever his contract's up for renegotiation, I bet he doesn't come back. They probably will lowball
Das
him.
Boot. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, I definitely have a tab with this movie ready playing, and a totally legal website tab I'm using to watch this movie with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's already a pretty short movie. I think it clocks just under like an hour and a half, which
I mean, I guess technically it's 1 hour and 34 minutes. So
yeah.
It's so weird that it's a short movie, but there's like the love storyline needs to be expanded upon a little bit more. So, I would have been okay if this was closer to 2 minutes, if it would flush out a little bit more of the love story between Caleb and what's her face name? I don't remember. Is it May?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it doesn't make sense to go from meet and then within like a half hour being soulmates in a sense.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't work. Luckily, there's other stuff in the movie to distract you, but yeah. Also, did you guys know that this one other vampire Western movie called Curse of the Undead, 1959, was one of the earlier vampire cross Western genres?
Yeah, what was that?
I don't think I've actually seen that one.
Yeah, it's one thing on YouTube. I mean, my friends be like, Chris, you've seen 1,000 movies. Yeah, and there's 10,000 movies I haven't seen. Every time I think I've seen a lot of movies.
I've seen all movies, Blue. Every single fucking one. They uploaded it to my Skynet. I'm ready to go.
She admits the truth here.
Yes.
I got a news breaking story here on Masculine Mondays. Love that. That's 2 big impacted stories here on Monday night.
Oh, yeah.
Can confirm. So let's talk a little bit about this movie, shall we?
Yes.
Gordy might join like 20, 30 minutes. So archetypes and themes between our main characters. So we've got Caleb, who I kind of identified as the lost son. Obviously, he is lost, both physically and emotionally to a certain extent, or at least morally, because of the situation that he's forced in. I mean, he definitely represents like this youthful masculinity where he's naive, a little impulsive on his decisions, and obviously he's a young buck who's just thinking about girls, and so a bit of a lustful corruption maybe, or just maybe again like physical attraction that is a desire that young men have, especially if you've got high testosterone. And so I think in the movie, his transformation, which again, it's really ironic how they don't actually use the word vampire once throughout the entire movie, but they refer to like, the transformation, or like he's one of us. And obviously like the symbolization that we see with the sun, affecting them in the daylight, and obviously them thriving at night, and obviously sucking and drinking blood. Right. So, and the ability to turn another human being into a vampire. It's just not said at that point. But I think the transformation that he ultimately starts to go through is this loss of innocence that's, taken from him, and then obviously he has like this. Well, kind of. Again, like we'll talk more about it, but
I've got some points, but go for it. Finish your thought.
But like he has this internal battle between instinct and morality, and I think part of his arc is this struggle to retain humanity in the face of like this darkness, right? This transformation itself, but the evil that he's again partially forced into with Jesse's crew, right? And so I definitely think it's part of him finding that masculinity again, and like an integrity as well, because it's temptation, right? Like that's part of like one of the themes is that there's a lot of temptation in this movie because he's so attracted to May. But what do you want to say, Nadia?
So Caleb to me is very interesting because he's neither good nor bad. So similar to what you're saying, Nick, he's the way I like it with the storyline is that we're watching him making these decisions. So we don't know what path he's actually going to be going down, right? Because you can't make a character like this unlikable from the start because people aren't going to root for him, but you also can't make him so likable that there's almost like plot armor to him. Like he's got to go through this journey himself.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the fact that almost in a sense he's got a devil and an angel on his shoulder the entire time, basing decisions off and seeing where his morality lies down. I don't know. That's kind of mumbling a little bit of words. I don't know. I just feel like he's not a black or white character. He's not a hero, but he's not a villain. For sure. This is his origin story. Like, what is he going to be? Is he going to be the hero of his story, or is he going to be the villain of his story?
Yeah. And we've got May, who is like May is interesting because she's like the temptress, right? But she's also like to a degree a little bit of a moral anchor to Caleb. But again, like she's the one who tempts him into this, so she initiates because she's the one that is tempted to, because they're making out, it's getting all hot in their in his truck, right? But she's the one that takes the bite and turns him into the or basically puts him in this transformation, right? Like I won't use the word vampire, but and that's kind of like what how his journey really starts. I mean, he was just thinking he might get laid tonight. He didn't think that he was gonna, turn into a creature of the night. But I think through May's character, the film does explore her compassion, and I think this movie actually does a decent job with femininity here, in how it kind of makes Caleb do the right thing, by leaving and protecting his actual family, right? Like his father and sister, which I think is like a great and wholesome part. And then she obviously feels something for him because she decides to also leave, but also, go be turned into a human being, right? Like, so
yeah.
It is really interesting. And we can talk more about that later. It's just sort of, I want to talk about some of the characters here, but I think Jesse is like obviously the corrupted father, right? The leader of the gang. He's like the patriarch, but he's all about control and dominance. He has this sort of demand for loyalty through, fear. And I think he, confuses strength with authority, right? I mean, it's like the power he possesses when he says like, been around since the South, if you know what I mean. Like, since the Confederate, right? We lost. So, I mean, he's been around the block a bit, for a bit, but him spitting the bullet up just kind of shows like, all right, yeah, you can't harm me here. I cough up bullets, this is not going to, scare me. So, but I'll scare you though, right? By, bending back your hand and crushing your hand and your fingers in this revolver you have. So, I say between him and Severin too, like they represent more of like the toxic masculinity, But I think Severin is more chaotic though than toxic, right? He's very primal, although hilarious. And again, I love the way Bill Paxton acts within this movie itself, because he has a certain charm to him, right? When he's like practicing his holster skills on the side of the road, he's like dressed up, and like he's kind of waiting. He's like, and these two chicks come on the in their truck, and he's like, girls looking to get wild tonight and get drunk, and then I'll buy a drink, and who knows what happened to those two girls, right? Like they probably got bit and probably died in my headcanon. If I drank both their blood, but
he can drink my blood any day of the week. I'm telling you right now. Turn me, baby. It's all right.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll throw that in the poll. Who would allow Bill Paxton to drink your blood?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say what's up to a few people. Roman, how's it going? Rex, good to see you here as well. Enzo, what's going on, dude? Gord King will be here soon.
Damn pumpkin.
Yeah. So, and then hello, Love It. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Love It. Would you let Bill Paxton drink your blood?
Yes, she would. I'm going to answer for her right now.
Sherry
yes,
here.
She would.
Hello, Sherry.
Sherry too. Sherry would too.
Okay,
yes.
So Nadia's already speaking for you, but just to the question out.
The women of the world, of all different types of generations, we would all let Severin drink our blood.
Bill Paxton, would you allow him to drink your blood? Just
as Severin. It has to be as Severin.
As Severin in Near Dark.
I mean,
not Twister or something like that.
I'm doing him a favor. He's also going to drink my blood, plus he's going to get buzzed as well.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, come on. Like, all this Jim Beam, like shit.
Yeah.
He might trip out on mine, but that's okay.
That's why it's important for guys to grow beards, because he doesn't like hair. So that's kind of a bit of a saving grace, perhaps. I mean, it didn't stop him, but it might somewhat prevent him. Who really knows? It depends where he drinks it from. That's
if anybody's seen John Carpenter's Vampires, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
James
right
Wood
from that vein.
James Wood's so good he's so good in that movie.
Below the belt.
He really is.
Oh, that should have been one of your movies for this month. That is peak masculinity. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like there's always next year too, which I think it's funny how I had this thought like a week ago when I was figuring out movies to plan for next year, and I don't know why I even had this thought. I'm like, God, I don't like. Will there be enough movies? And I'm like, yes, dude. There are plenty of movies. It's just like there's so many movies to cover that it's almost like the difficult thing, I guess, is deciding which ones and then when to do them, right? Like
definitely,
where like in my the official Discord, I have like a channel in there that is like movie recommendations, and so which I appreciate anyone that ever drops the options in there, because like I'm really just going to start pulling from them, and then just giving a shout out, so and so suggested this movie, so we're going to take a crack at it and kind of go from there. So
anything before 1999, you're good. I think you've got plenty.
For I mean like for horror,
for movies, for Masculine Monday in general.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot still that have been made in the last like 20 years, but they've definitely slowed down a lot. I mean, I'd say up to maybe like I mean, like a perfect example would be like Warfare. I think it's a good option.
Was fantastic.
Like there's some like maybe like God, less than a handful now though on like the yearly basis, which again it's terrible. But the good thing about it is there's been so many great movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and early 2010s. Again, like we got like Dread, John Wick, right? There are some outliers out there that I think definitely fit. Maybe in the higher scale. Then again, there's some that are definitely on the lower scale, but it's still good to
it's very
out there.
interesting with horror movies, because normally you think of like the final girl, right? So most horror movies are told from the perspective of a woman. So this is from the perspective. This movie is from perspective of a man, Caleb, a man. So I'm thinking back. I'm like, what other movies would be perspective from a man other than like John Carpenter's Vampires, Lost Boys, Terminator?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I agree, Waylon. Yeah. Weak men make weak movies. The funny thing is, this was made by Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah, and
Hurt
written.
Locker. Yep.
She wrote it, so.
Yeah. No, she's done some great movies, and I would definitely love to cover Hurt Locker at some point too. Like, there's a lot. So, but I agree, Waylon. We barely get good movies anymore, so it does say more. But I think that's again, that's one of the purposes of doing these streams, where it's a constant reminder of, man, we really don't get movies like this, even like a film like Near Dark. I mean, but
how do you think I feel watching these movies for the first time, having the shit that we've had for the last 5 to 10 years?
I mean,
horror, I watch horror all the time. Like, that's my jam. That's what I grew up with and stuff. So going back and watching these action movies, like I'm watching Bond. I'm watching Pierce Brosnan's Bond right now. And I'm like, where the fuck are all these men in these movies? Like, why don't we have movies like this anymore? The closest thing we have is Mission Impossible, and even that's kind of gone downhill. Yeah, I guess The Shining could be, because it also is told from the perspective of Danny too as well. So Wendy just goes around screaming most of the time.
I'd also I forget who it was, but someone did recommend, like, why not do American Psycho?
Ooh, American Psycho would be good.
Which I was like, yeah, maybe I'll say that one for next year for sure. That would be an interesting. I think I watched the movie like a year ago. I think I watched it last October, ironically. That would have some pretty interesting talking points, I think, from a masculinity sake.
It's especially since the sequel is coming out, and I too saw it for the first time in the last year or so, and I was very taken aback by it in a good way. Like, what it is referenced in pop culture is not what the movie is. Like, the one-liners and stuff, it doesn't. Like, that's not what the movie is, and that's what I was going in thinking it was, and not. But good panelist would be Vex. Vex loves that movie.
Well, the new one is actually a remake. The new American Psycho will be a remake. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll see.
That's if it's maybe I did remember that. Which I don't know how you're gonna do a better job than Christian
Well,
Bale.
apparently, because like the Running Man coming out, I guess American Psycho, the movie is vastly different from the book, and they want to say that, hey, we're gonna make the new one more book accurate, but again, we'll
kind of like
nobody
Harry
wants
Potter?
Nobody wants a book accurate American Psycho. Nobody even wants a book accurate Running Man. All right, everybody bases these off the movies that came. Nobody please, other than like a handful of people, not a lot of people read these books. Nobody reads.
So I guess because American Psycho, the book was considered like
audiobooks now.
Nobody listens to books.
Nobody listens to audiobooks.
Yeah, but I guess the movie toned it down from how bad the book it was. So
the book is gruesome.
Yeah,
it's gruesome. But the thing is, like, when you ask somebody, hey, have you American Psycho? They'll be like, oh, that was a really cool movie. And I've never heard someone go, that's a great book.
Molly, I'm shocked you've never seen American Psycho, but I agree with Jake. I think you'd dig it.
I think you liked it, Molly. 100%.
Great movie.
Rex Victim. American Psycho is a dope book. It is, but I don't think a lot of people have read it. I don't even think a lot of people know it's based off a book. On top of it, too.
Yeah.
Reading lowers your testosterone. Unassailable fact, Zach.
That's true.
That's why I listen to audiobooks, because like if I'm always on the go, I can just at least listen. And
yay.
Yeah,
it's hard to spend time sitting down and reading. But I'm a huge fan of American Psycho, which is fucking awesome. Yeah. Speaking of awesome men or pumpkin men.
Gord.
What's up, Gord? How are you doing?
Why wasn't Gord invited? This is one of his favorite.
I didn't know because of an audible call, and he wasn't here last week, so.
But I saw the audible call. I would have immediately put my name down once you made the audible, but I have got a lot of editing and whatnot to do. Plus, I've got, I still have to watch The Terminal List and a couple other movies for another stream. So I'm probably among like the 2 or 3 biggest fans of this movie in existence. So it's hard not to want to jump on and talk about it. I do love this movie. And by the way, and I will just say it, since my favorite movie got called out, of all the people to not like Amadeus, Nadia is the least consequential. So.
It's a snooze fest. I fell asleep twice. I'm not gonna try again. You know what? I will put it on at night.
And that's what I'm saying. Given your tastes, that's the least possible bothersome person.
You like 2 movies, Amadeus and Near Dark. I would slow your roll there.
I love lots of movies. I don't know what you're talking about.
but Nadia stayed awake the entire time for Alien Romulus.
I did, because I was in theaters and it was entertaining.
Womp womp. I rest my case.
Amadeus is so boring. I don't know what's worse, rewatching Amadeus or Velocipaster. It might be equal.
I mean, you're comparing 2 masterpieces, so
yeah,
you're only building my case.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, Molly, yeah, I think you would like it a lot. American Psycho.
Yeah,
but no, seriously, but in all seriousness, yeah, I not Near Dark by no means is, in my opinion, like a great movie, like objectively, but I do think it's good, and it probably is my favorite vampire film. It's one that I have a ton of nostalgia for, and given that the theme of this show is masculinity, this is one of the movies that I grew up with watching with my dad.
Really?
This was one of the movies we bonded a lot over, and we can reference it at any given time and have a laugh, have a smile over it. Basically, growing up for about 2 to 3 years, our family, we did a paper route, and on Saturdays when we'd get home, we would generally watch one of 3 movies: Aliens, Terminator 2, or Near Dark.
Oh.
So yeah,
some
nice.
names there.
I've seen this movie numerous times. Amadeus I didn't discover till I was 17.
Wow.
Although I first heard about it when Last Action Hero came out. Thank you, Last Action Hero.
Oh, I love Last Action Hero. That's a great movie.
It is. I like it.
It's not great, but it's
not
great, but it's fun. It's fun.
Yes, I do very much like Last Action Hero, and of course will always be grateful to it because it introduced me to my favorite film. So, booyah.
Blade Runner.
Very nice.
I do love Blade Runner also, but
listen, to be fair, on my defense of this, I was very sick when I watched it for the first time. So I am going to watch Blade Runner again and 2049, I guess, as well.
You could skip that one. It's fine. You could skip
No, go ahead and watch it.
Okay.
I want to see which one I like more so.
Okay, that's fair.
2049, you almost have to kind of regard as not a Blade Runner movie almost.
Okay.
If you don't think of it as a Blade Runner movie, it's this is assuming, of course, you end up loving Blade Runner. But if you do, and then you watch 2049, it's like, maybe don't think of 2049 as a Blade Runner film, and it goes down easier.
I don't know. I mean, Nadia may love 2049.
I might.
Knowing Nadia, she may think it's better than Blade Runner.
I might. It might be more entertaining than that. But in my defense, I was I was sick. I was very sick. I think I had COVID at the time. So it was one of those movies I kind of put on when I was heavily medicated.
COVID absolutely does affect taste. So.
Sounds good.
Shut up, Gord.
I mean, it's you walked into that one.
I did.
You walked into that one with the wrong person on the street.
Oh man.
May, Jenny Wright eating ice cream. That's hot.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, we're just kind of talking about this. We're about to talk about this really first scene here, obviously with
I really
Caleb.
wanted
the
romance expanded in this. Rewatching
I actually agree with Nadia on this. This is actually the weakest element of the film. This is the weakest element of the film is the romance.
Yeah.
I don't think they do a bad job starting it off. It's just they don't really develop it all that much.
They have great chemistry together. I think their chemistry is great, but it's not expanded very well on. It doesn't make sense of how fast they fall for each other almost in a soulmate sense.
Like it's not so much that it doesn't make sense, because I think you could actually headcanon this into making sense. But the problem is that you have to headcanon it. You actually, because you have 2 young people on the run. It's like, it's that romance that, it's high infatuation and whatnot, but it's what they ultimately utilize it for. That means you have to justify it a lot more than they do. Like, because obviously she ends up turning on her own people to save him and his sister. And it's like, you're gonna have to do a bit more legwork to make that work.
I would not give up being a vampire for no man. No man.
Except Bill Paxton.
And by the way, fuck you, Rossi.
Oh, hold on. Oh, Short Kid coming with a 2-banger going, what is Bible?
What is Bible?
Quote,
the funny thing is that isn't actually a Nadia quote. It's something that we hypothetically thought she might say. It's just become a meme.
I know what the Bible is. I'm Catholic. I was beaten with it.
Jeez.
Not hard enough.
Apparently. Because
I was going to say, how hard, though? Yeah, I obviously think that their chemistry, feels, again, for the sake of the movie, feels genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with both of you that the romance could have been expanded a little bit more on. I think, since this is only a 90-minute movie, if this was a 2-hour movie, or maybe hour 45, I think if you had allotted an extra 15-20 minutes, if you guys would agree, or longer than that, I don't know if we can really figure out how much time would be required to expand on their romance to make it.
I don't think you need more than about 5 minutes, to be honest.
Okay.
And this is kind of the funny thing about Catherine Bigelow. Bigelow, a lot of her movies center around male relationships, so she's actually really competent at writing male characters.
She is,
and yet she's not especially great at developing female characters in a lot of her movies. Because Diamondback, for example, while she's obviously a woman and everything, she's a tough gal. She's probably a lot of ways similar. She probably has similarities to Catherine in her toughness and whatnot. So she kind of comes off as one of the guys. She has to be tough to kind of handle them. Whereas May is very feminine. She is hyper feminine. And that's not, she doesn't do a bad job with her. Once you get this initial setup of their romance out of the way, it becomes very superficial after that. And the focus mainly becomes about the group rather than these two. And I think that's kind of speaking to Catherine Bigelow's weaknesses in developing a romance, because I've really never seen her do that in her movies. Her best female characters tend to be tough women, Zero Dark 30 of Jessica Chastain. She's very much a tough chick who talks like one of the guys and who probably feels like she has to in order to be taken seriously.
Like a tomboy. The tomboy.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, if you actually listen to Catherine Bigelow talk, she doesn't come off that way herself.
Right.
She comes off as, pretty smart and, kind of artsy a little bit in the way she speaks. By the way, if you want to see a good example of that, watch the making of for this movie. I always recommend it. It's really, really good.
Are you saying tomboys can't be smart?
Well, of course they can.
Okay.
They absolutely can. It's just she's good at writing that. And, I think that comes from the fact that she is intelligent. I'm curious about her upbringing, to be perfectly honest, because she writes men relatively well, but females, not always so much.
I think she does a better job at writing male characters than Jim Cameron has in recent years.
Way better.
Which is kind of funny.
James Cameron's gonna die making those stupid fucking movies.
Yes, he is.
Yep. And I still
it's
to
a
see
fitting
them.
punishment for no.
What a disgrace, man. Avatar is the dumbest shit ever, and to continue it, no way, man.
I already got tickets for the
truth be told, Titanic kind of sucks too.
Okay, listen.
It's one of the most overrated movies.
It really is.
It was written for women. It was written for women. It 100% is a woman.
Of course
movie.
Of course
very
it was.
much is a woman
My
movie.
guy.
It's a technical marvel with two really bad main characters in a really corny romance. That movie had no business even sniffing Best Picture.
I wonder if it would hold up, because I remember seeing it when I was younger. I even remember my dad buying the VHS set because it was a 2 VHSs. How long that movie was.
I remember that.
Then. Yeah, and I liked it as a kid. I saw it many, many times. I don't know if it would hold up as an adult. I wonder.
I watched it for the first time only a couple of years ago for MMM, and I watched it twice in the span of about a week to really nail down what I thought of it. I don't think it holds up. I don't know what I would have thought of it if I had like my girlfriend when that movie came out was really, really into it, and we talked about going to see it together because I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go see a romance with my girlfriend, sure, what the heck. But that didn't ultimately go, so I never bothered to watch it. And when I saw it just a couple of years ago, or maybe a year ago, I was like, yeah, this isn't that good. This is really cheesy.
There was enough room on that board, wasn't there? There was enough room on that
of course.
board for 2 people.
There's enough room on the door, and the funniest thing is the two of them kind of caused the Titanic to sink. It's kind of their fault. Like they're coming out of the room after having sex, and they distract the two guys who then, right when they look up, they're like, "Oh crap, an iceberg!" Also, that movie smears a real life person horribly to the point where they had to apologize to his family. The guy who shoots when they're boarding like the people on the life rafts, he shoots that one guy and then ultimately kills himself. That's actually depicting a real person who saved dozens of lives. He saved dozens of people's lives, and they smeared him just for the sake of drama. And I was like, that's kind of a crap move. I mean, I'm all for artistic freedom and everything, but why do you got to smear a real life hero like that? Screw you, James.
I thought if Arnold was in the movie, he would have
Arnold would have put the Titanic back together.
Yeah,
he would have just pushed.
I would plug the whole thing back
under it.
He would have
bench pressed both pieces separately.
He would have punched the iceberg away and shattered it. So therefore, the ship could have continued to move forward in a safe path.
Who would have been better, Arnold or Chuck Norris?
Well, listen.
For Titanic, Chuck Norris, it wouldn't. He might have just sunk the boat after seeing these two kids being all cringe. He would have just roundhouse kicked the boat.
The ship wouldn't have been able to handle his beard, let alone his whole physical being.
It basically depends on what ending you want. Do you want the ship to still sink, or do you want him to live? Arnold would have pushed Kate Winslet off the door, and he's like, "You got what you want. Give this person air." He would have brought Leo back up.
I remember they were talking about a sequel where Jack did survive, and they meet up in later life and kind of deal. And I think these were rumors, but I was like,
also,
that's stupidest
Titanic. You go back and watch it today. A lot of the Mary Sue archetype stuff is very much ingrained into Kate Winslet's character. She has a lot of the Mary Sue-ism to her. It's pretty overt.
Actually, do you know where my husband says he knows exactly the pinpoint of this wokeness in films? And it was Mighty Ducks 2. Because that's women added.
You know what's funny? Your husband, you should tell him this. He might get a kick out of this. It is one of my long-standing goals to create a mockumentary of the Mighty Ducks 2, because they literally take off their USA jerseys to put on the corporate Disney jersey.
Yeah,
and there's a whole there's a lot of stuff you could make jokes about DEI because they replaced.
There's a girl goalie on the team.
Girl goalies and stuff.
That's
there's so much crap in that movie and honestly, the third one you could
believe me,
they replaced the Native American name with the Ducks because it's violent.
Yep.
Believe me, as a hockey player, I had a lot of qualms even at a young age with Mighty Ducks 2.
Also, they cheat. They freaking cheat to beat the white team.
Yeah, I know, but not to go off on a super tangent because we did get a.
They cheat. Literally, Russ puts on a separate person's jersey. That's freaking cheating. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to put on a different player's jersey to fool the other team. It's like, oh, wait, I thought that was a goalie. No, it's an offensive player. Pretty sure you're not allowed to do that.
No, you're not. You'd be suspended, but. What's going on, Vital Idol Raiders? Good to see you here, LMAO, or LMA, I should say. Daxia, the furriest of friends here. Rabnad. I saw Rossi also had another $2 donation here. Gord is just saying that all women can't be smart.
Well,
I didn't say all. I just implied most.
Rossi, this is for your last couple donations. Here you go.
Taco
Be careful out there.
That could got what it's deserved.
Taco Bell, man. That'll
too much Taco Bell. That's you get out in the sun after too much. After a couple of quesadillas,
you really explode.
If Homer should have been reported to Chris Hansen, okay, all right, just because he's in a body of a child.
Oh.
Well, this is actually to me one of the most fascinating elements to Near Dark that you have that it's discussion worthy. Is it's very clear that while he ages like in some ways mentally, his mannerisms don't completely change. Like he still has a lot of childish qualities to him.
Yep.
Now, obviously, that doesn't justify what he does or anything like that. It's still very creepy and weird. Though you could argue he's just playing the long. He's trying to play the long game with Sarah. He's like, look, in a few years, this will just be an age gap relationship. Then it's fine.
Yeah.
A few 100 years.
No, he's not that old. No, he's not that old. He's like granted, he's older. Don't get me wrong. He's like, he'd be probably in his late 30s to early 40s because I think Catherine Bigelow said he's like a 50s kid, probably late 50s kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's Jesse or Severin that says like "Get up, old man," something like that. So I mean,
I believe they modeled his character like the stuff he wears and stuff like that after like late 50s, maybe even early 60s.
Yeah, could see that for sure.
You know, Bill Paxton's obviously Old West. Obviously Lance Henderson's Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
one of the best lines of the movie.
Yeah.
One of the most dark aspect of the movie is having Homer, who is a child by appearance, but it's a grown ass man inside mentally. And that's dark. I think it's actually almost better explored a little bit here versus the Interview with the Vampire movie.
I think they do it much better in this movie because number one, they don't harp on it too much. Like he brings it up, but for the rest of the way, it's like it's either actions or just subtle things like, you know, like Lance Henderson saying, you know, pull yourself together, old man, and stuff like that. You know, it's like they're used to him, so they don't have to keep reminding you, the audience. That's very I like movies tend to do that in a very meta sense. I think Interview with the Vampire sort of does that, where they're alluding to it far too much. Whereas with Homer, it's like Homer's coped with it to a certain degree, but then when certain opportunities present themselves, it's like he reacts accordingly. You know, like he sees this young girl and he's probably thinking, you know, if this matters to him, obviously it's like, you know, in a few years that, you know, she's going to look this way, but she'll be older mentally like I am. So it could be a long game thing. It's again, it is still weird. It is very much still weird, but there is a part of you that empathizes with him to a certain extent. Cause you're like, yeah, I mean, that would be torturous to be stuck in this young person's body, but mentally you're an older man. I mean, that'd be pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And just to kind of,
and we don't even know if it's, and here's the thing, we don't really know it's sexual necessarily. It could just be he doesn't relate to the rest of them.
Yeah,
it could really just
companionship.
Well, because the first person he turned May obviously is not gonna go for him romantically, but she was reasonably young. He if you remember their backstory, she was his tutor. You know, he was playing someone who needed to be tutored and everything. So it could just be the idea of having a near, you know, a mentally closer to you companion, if anything else. It may not even necessarily be romantic. Like you get that to a certain extent, but you don't know what exactly all of it means.
Yeah, and I mean, just for this part of the movie here, like with again, just trying to think more about the masculinity involved, like Caleb's trust in her, again, what trust he has or tries to throw into the temptation, I should say, because he's obviously very curious, because they reiterate that same line, you're not like most women. She's like, I'm not like any woman. And so like he's almost just like, you know, you could say maybe he's thinking with his other head. And not
well,
so
I mean,
much
he's got
also,
no reason to think, well, she's a vampire.
No. It's not that, but it's like number one, like she's literally pulling him by the rope, and like that doesn't kind of like throw any like real concern. Like, okay, how would this, you know, smaller framed girl here, you know, be kind of out strength me or I have more strength than me. Like, so like there's something that I could have maybe at least given him a little awareness right? But again, like I think it's because he's,
I don't think in his case is like, because I mean, yeah, if he was worried about something physically here, you know, her doing something to him, like, you know, retaliatory maybe, but he's put himself in a position of leverage where, because she's like, you know, she really needs to get home, and she seems desperate. And he's like, well, shoot, I can leverage this into getting a kiss. You know, it's not that big a deal.
No, for sure. And I think because like he has an idea in mind, but she has another idea in mind because he doesn't know the truth to her. So I think, you know, it seemed like he might have been in control, but May was actually the one that was in control of the situation. I think again, could have been the reason why she bit him, just to also get out of this. But
well, that's the only reason she bit him. Because here's the thing.
I think she
clearly liked him. Well, she definitely likes him. That's how she lost track of time. She actually likes him.
Yeah.
I think that's more or less the insinuation the movie's making, is she likes him, and that's why she lost track of time. That's why she was. I mean, she said, "I don't like surprises," when she realized, oh, we're going off the beaten path. But she was okay with it because she was like, she kind of likes this guy. And then when she's like, oh crap, I should not have done that. I actually do need to get home. And he puts her in a position where it's like, now she's kind of desperate because the sun's coming up.
I knew I recognized him from somewhere else, which great.
Oh yeah, he was in
Heroes
Heroes.
TV. Yeah.
He was in Heroes.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering if you've seen her, she's in Young Guns.
Yes.
Wow.
Love Young Guns. Rossi for $5. I had the same issue as Homer. I look like a child, but I'm a grown man on the inside. I never grew out of the 6th grade.
If you mean look like a child, you look like one of those guys who try to dress up and go to high school with children. That's what you mean, but you look like
dear God.
I
I need a drink for that. Chris Hansen, oh no.
Chris Hansen.
Oh no, it's a setup.
Take a seat. Rossi, just take a seat over there.
I think I removed this other Bill Paxton clip, but
he's like, grown man on the inside is my pickup. Which is grown man on the inside.
Here's something from a prior Bill Paxton film for you, Rossi.
Oh yeah, she's got her head in the guy's lap, all right. Yahoo.
Maybe she's sleepy.
Maybe May was a little sleepy in the car. Not this time.
I love that movie.
Anthony, I look like a man because I've decided to announce that I am transitioning to. No, I'm kidding.
Surprising nobody.
She's gonna reverse the letters of her name and be called Aiden.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I'm my avatar is Cassidy from Preacher, who I think takes a lot of liberties from Severin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good thing she didn't bite him in a different spot, you know.
Oh yeah.
Well, he might have deserved it if he had asked for that. He's like, okay, I'll take you home, but you gotta be sleepy first.
Yeah.
Is that you gotta be sleepy?
You gotta be wink wink sleepy first.
Lay your head in my lap.
It's a big truck, don't worry about it. Yeah, I think the only thing I was going to say was, again, just the temptation is here, curiosity. There's some consequence involved.
Yeah.
I think it's obviously a bit of an unexpected and painful initiation that begins his moral awakening throughout the rest of the movie, because he's obviously completely lost as to like what the hell is actually happening here.
Or with AIDS doesn't have the same.
That's what I'm laughing at.
What do you mean? That sounds so much better.
That's so funny because
sounds amazing.
Chris hates that horror with ads. He fucking hates it because he's like, it sounds like you're horror with ads, not nads.
Horror with AIDS, holy.
Iron.
How much for a rebrand, Nadia? How much you need to get paid?
to horror with AIDS?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, Nadia could get endorsed by Subway, just like Jared.
Yeah. I'll keep it in mind if I ever decide to become a man. I just don't think my husband would really enjoy it.
I don't know. There's something catchy about it. Catchy.
Something you don't.
We're never gonna get through this movie.
I didn't play
I
that.
was if it hasn't been brought up, and it's one of the better usages of music coming up again. I absolutely love the soundtrack to this movie, and this is one of the best parts from the moment he's bitten to him walking through that field when he starts cooking, which I love that scene. Like that was one of the first scenes to like, because I saw this movie way too young, that genuinely like kind of disturbed me. Because it's one of those types of things where you can kind of put yourself in a person's shoes and think, gosh, what would it be like if this started happening to you? You just had this date that went weird all of a sudden. It's like, gosh, she freaking bit me. What the heck's that all about? And then all of a sudden it's like you start cooking. It's like, I don't even know what's happening to me, and I have no control over it. What is going on? It's really,
what's up, AJ?
It's really wild.
Could this represent the spread of an STD in a sense? You know how vampirism is always like relates to things like diseases.
That's a topic for horror with AIDS.
I'm just saying, he gets bit by her, and then the next day he's cooking. I mean,
she actually, Catherine Bigelow has said that she wanted to treat vampirism as something more akin to like a drug or a disease. That was more her interest in approaching. That's why it's like you don't hear terms like vampire. That's why you don't see the fangs. That's why they kind of have little inside jokes about like the crucifix being a bother, because like one of their pistols has a crucifix on it. It's like there's they subvert tropes other than the addiction to blood and the need to be asleep during the day and that whole thing. But yeah, it's otherwise it's a very different from a common vampire movie, and that's part of the reason why.
Holy shit, am I a vampire?
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's the thing, Gordon. I can see some people not liking, like diehard vampire fans not liking this film, because in some ways you can make the argument it's a terrible vampire film, because you're not seeing like the yellow contact lenses, the big fangs, the turning into a bat, the usual vampire.
I would say that's probably a big reason why The Lost Boys tends to get a little bit more love, because it does have those, and it's gayer.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because I mean, the popular vampire movies tend to be way gayer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's kind of true.
No, man, I don't think you're wrong by any means.
Yeah, but there's tropes. I mean, you think vampire, crucifixes. There's there's drinking.
It's actually one of the few vampire movies that you probably could call masculine.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Which is why we changed it. But
Papa Pumpkin.
That movie, what a wasted opportunity that movie was.
Which one?
Daybreakers. There were so many good ideas in Daybreakers, and the execution is freaking awful. Like that is one of the most frustrating movies I've seen in a long time. I was like, gosh, this could have been really good.
I would say probably like early 2000s and such. Vampire movies are not good. Like I feel the earlier
other than
80s,
Let the Right One In. Like Let the Right One is like
that book is way darker than the movie.
No, the books. I hate the book. I do not like. Well,
I haven't.
I find the book a little too creepy because of the whole like the creepy
child
kind of thingy going on. That's way too descriptive. I'm like, okay, no. It's like the movie, but the movie is stellar. The movie is absolutely stellar. That actually might be the best vampire movie.
Vampire movies need to come back as being creepy and horror and scary, not this like romanticizism that like people have for vampires, like Dracula and all this stuff. Like make them they're killers. They drink blood. They kill humans.
I think Nosferatu did. I think
Nosferatu is good. 30 Days a Night, Emperor Goodwin's. That's a good one too. Oh, those comics are really good though too. Those comics are bomb. Where are you, Goodwin? If you can't sleep.
The vampire is awake. No.
Yeah, I'm like.
I will say I do think What We Do in the Shadows is pretty.
I couldn't get into that.
I found that it's because it's a very quirky kind of humor.
Yeah,
but it's like the first time I watched it, I was like, yeah, I like it, and then the second time I was like, it gets funnier the more I watch it. It's kind of this is Spinal Tap of vampire movies.
I watched the Mark Hamill episode, which is pretty damn funny. Like the whole the disguise.
Oh, I actually think the show might be funnier than the movie. Because Matthew Berry is just
not a Twilight.
Matthew Berry is funnier than Taika Waititi by a country mile. I mean, Taika Waititi is not even the funniest thing about What We Do in the Shadows, the movie. It's the other. It's that other dude, the second one who
Twilight.
Just like all the best lines.
Twilight ruined the vampire genre.
I've never seen Twilight. Still to this
Twilight.
day, so.
Twilight is it's a movie that you're either gonna hate or you're gonna find really funny. I
You
happen
do
to
a
be in the
lot of
latter
drugs.
camp. I think Twilight is really funny.
I'm with you,
because it's
Gord.
so
I think
bad.
if you look at it as a perspective of a comedy, it's great.
Nick,
but
just watch my
yeah.
video on it. Just watch my
Yeah.
video on it. You'll learn everything you need to know about
True
Twilight
Blood
in that
was good.
video.
That sounds
For
good.
the first couple of seasons, True Blood
Yeah,
was good.
no,
but,
I can read
yeah.
it. I can read it that.
I do like True Blood.
That I have seen actually, but
Too bad.
Twilight is really bad. Like the characters are horrible people.
Right.
They don't realize it, but they're horrible people. But gosh, the movie's really.
I am missing out. Listen, the only way, sort of cut you off that, the only way I'd ever watch any of those movies is if we maybe hit a certain like sub goal or super chat goal, and I would definitely do a watch party like through Discord or whatever, so you could genuinely see and hear my reaction to every single minute of that. So,
Every groan, every sigh.
every like I'm
Twilight
gonna
is a good,
slap
like-
myself and like
Twilight's a good anti-masculinity movie because it's not
Yes,
masculine.
it's
Like
not.
maybe the father is kind of, although there's like the movie doesn't even realize that when she's like getting him his like second or third beer while he's cleaning shotguns, multiple shotguns, and I'm like, what are we doing?
It just sounds ridiculous already.
And it'd be one thing if this movie was taking place somewhere like Texas or something. It's like, no, it's in freaking Washington. I was like, no, come on. Nobody in Washington has multiple shotguns. Come on.
Of course, Badger loves Twilight. That
I agree,
makes
Jake.
total sense. I have two girlfriends who want to take a trip to Forks and stay at like the Twilight Airbnb and check
God.
out. And I'm like, I'm out. I'm sorry. I have no
Agreed,
desire.
Dex.
I love Twilight, ironically. I find it very funny.
Gord's
But
right.
it's horrible.
If
It's
look
a
at it as,
horrible
as a
movie.
parody
Okay, so
film,
I'm like Badger's great, but I'm gonna just kind of like chick away at part of his masculine card right there.
I mean, part of it should be probably all of it. I mean, and by the way, he likes not only probably the movies, but the books. He has like, I believe, first edition books of the Twilight series.
I did see Nadia. I read all the books in prison, and to her credit, Stephanie Meyer, she did give in a third book, a very good backstory of the natives. Like, they're not werewolves; they're actually shapeshifters. But
yeah, there's a difference in the
which
folklore.
I gave her credit because she actually did. I was surprised how much detail the books had about Native American lore. I'm like, wow, where was this shit in the movies? Like, it's not great, but it adds to it.
Yeah, but the best thing is Jacob's a Native American, and he goes to a different school than Edward and Bella. But Edward and Bella, like, he comes to their prom to warn Bella about Edward, and the theme of their prom is casino night. That is amazing.
Yeah,
that is freaking amazing.
In so-called werewolf lore, there's two types. Like, people confuse shapeshifters for werewolves.
Yes,
In werewolves are the, you get bitten, it's you transferred by the moon, you're like on high lanes. Shapeshifters, it's throughout many types of different folklores, and most of the times it's not just wolves that they shapeshift into either.
I'm largely being facetious about that, Jim. He's a cop. He's a cop anyway, so it makes perfect sense he would have the multiple shotguns.
I mean, it's Mormon vampires.
It is.
Yeah.
Gay Mormon vampires.
Mhm.
Those movies are very gay. Those are like really freaking gay.
Someone who's not gay is Bill Paxton here. After they've abducted.
Although
poor
he
Caleb.
he's a progressive vampire though. He picks up black women.
He does.
Although,
and kills them.
He's
though.
either progressive or he is super racist. He actually could be with the other.
It's true.
Maybe he's just like, look, I don't segregate anyone.
I mean, they're good they're good looking. So I would assume he's like, hey,
nah,
have a little fun, then have a little blood.
Yeah.
I can't believe when vampires are smoking, it's like Wolverine because they heal back so fast that the smoking they're just doing it for the flavor. Because Bill Paxton smokes the entire film, but you're taking no damage.
Well, and to be fair, they look a little mulatto, so it does fit the near dark theme.
Yeah.
Jesus. Lord. Oh my God. I should not be laughing at that.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should.
I mean, this is my kind of life. I don't want to be out in the sun. I never go out in the sun.
No, I mean, I don't mind it, obviously, but I tend to work better at night. Something about it. I don't know. Maybe because most of my life I've catered to the nightlife, being in bands, like like all that kind of stuff. And so anyway, playing games, partying, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Poor Caleb here, though. Right, obviously he's being dragged away. His father and sister couldn't get to him in time. May is protecting him from Severin from being throat slashed by his boot spurs. Right, so yeah, it is quite interesting, though. I think based on this new family, or temporary family, I should say, that he's found himself with, and Jesse allows him to live. I believe he says, like, forget it. He's like one of us now. We take him, or he comes with us, something along those lines, right?
Yeah. Once she says he's turned by now, you're like, oh crap,
it's too late.
Because I know, like, I want to say the last time I discussed this movie, there was questions as to why did they pick him up? Why didn't they just let him die? It's like, well, it's because it's pretty easy to trace him back to her, and that puts them in, that compromises them. But they're just going to pick him up and kill him, basically. But then they find out he's turned. It's like, okay, that's not quite so easy at this point. Then, so now they have. I mean, this family has been as is for about 4 years, based on when May was turned. So yeah, it's like anytime they bring someone new in, it's a big deal, because it's like this is a family unit. It's a big deal if somebody gets brought in, because it's like that's a whole different personality. There's a whole new set of risks. I mean, it's and I like that that they are kind of stingy about it. They're like, we have to be really careful about bringing in new members, because with their ability, they could turn as many people as they wanted, but they're nomadic. They have to be careful about being out in the dark. They have to consider, like, the people and their morals if they were to bring someone in. It's like there's a lot of things to consider bringing in, particularly an adult guy. So their wariness is very understandable.
It's cool, Nick. Inside the trailer, you had that screenshot. We get a vampire version of Hudson, Vasquez, and Bishop.
Which, I like the little in the background. The movie theaters playing Aliens and the Terminator. Well, shout out to Cameron, because Bigelow did call. It's funny. I think this is how Cameron and Bigelow met. Was she called him asking if it was okay to use these cast members, because they were directly from Aliens. She was like, okay, I'm kind of cannibalizing this cast, so. Yeah, I know, like, Bill Paxton was one of the first people to get the script, and then he called Lance Henriksen. He was like, oh, shoot, man, you got to read this script. You got to do this. And Lance Henriksen's like, we really want to do some B horror vampire movie after we did something like Aliens. And he's like, hey, just read the script. And he read it, and he was like, oh, we've so got to do this. This is actually amazing. But I'm telling you, watch the making of this. It's really, really interesting, and it's really funny, because listening to, like, Bill and Lance just talk shop and talk about, like, how they got into character and some of the crazy stuff they got up to in relation to this movie it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
What do you guys think about? I thought it was pretty cool seeing him trying to eat human food, and he just basically pukes it right back up. Like, that was.
But even his, like, this little bit of acting here, where he's looking down his hand because there's blood on it, so he's reacting to it.
Smell it too.
Yeah, it's like, it's like he doesn't even know he has a taste for blood, but he's just physically reacting to it. I'm like, that's a good little bit of acting there.
Yeah, I think this part of the movie, in obviously, like, in the early parts of him being transformed here, like, he's showing restraint, where he doesn't want to stay with them. He's trying to find some help. He's trying to get back home to seek help. But like, this is an excellent moment here where it's like, why am I just suddenly, like, really attracted to blood, the smell of blood, but not that chocolate candy bar, which I would think maybe it'll kind of give me some some sugar. But he's like, no, I'm gonna go suck on May's wrist here and just drink her blood instead. So it's again, like, this, there's this instinct that he has now, and he knows, like, morally, like, shouldn't be doing this, but, like, I don't know why I am just drawn to this. And obviously it's like, she's saying, like, you need to drink my blood to survive, and it's but so he doesn't know.
It's a drug. Like, once she puts it in front of him, like, I mean, it's hard. It's a drug, and it's like he just I'll say as far as, like, vampires drinking blood scenes, these are some of the most uncomfortable, I think, to watch.
Sure.
These are. I'm like, these are kind of. He's getting under my skin a little bit still.
I'm with it. I'm for it.
On top of two, technically,
of course,
if he drained her, he could kill
women.
her.
Freaking women.
What's wrong? Pumpkinhead is a classic. Yep, that's a good movie.
It is.
Well, not a good movie, but it's a fun movie.
It shows Caleb's moral.
I mean, I have never seen it, but I endorse it naturally.
I mean, so far Caleb hasn't killed nobody neither. He's still fighting it. He's got the instinct, but he hasn't murdered anybody yet.
Right.
For
yeah.
necessity.
And that's something I want to touch more upon, especially because of the environment and arguably one of the best scenes in the entire movie. He could have killed anyone in that station that he was just in, but he refuses not to. And I think it's really interesting, like these sort of other flashes that
he doesn't even know what he is at this point. He's still
for sure.
Like in
but
a place where he's like he doesn't understand his own instincts, and so he still very much has humanity to him and everything. But
and you're seeing again like where
also, by the way, that cop is in Ace Ventura. That's Roger Predactor.
Yep.
Who gets killed by Sean
He
Young.
dies.
He found Captain Winky.
Never seen Ace Ventura.
What?
Yep.
Oh, come on,
I just saw all the Austin Power movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get around it. Watch both Ace Ventura 1 and When Nature Calls. When Nature Calls is not as good, but it has the funniest scene out of either. Holy crap. One of the greatest comedic scenes of all time is in When Nature Calls, and it's worth watching just for that scene, and you'll know the scene when it happens.
I don't think it's going to hold up for me. I don't think those will hold up.
It won't matter. That scene is amazing.
There was a Facebook reel of Rhino giving birth, and every comment section was a GIF.
Yeah, you might have already seen the GIF before, Nadia. I'm not sure.
Is it when his head is sticking out of something ass?
It comes out of a rhino's asshole.
It's so
it's a fake rhino, but it's what the people who see him doing this think is happening. Oh my gosh, it's so fun.
It's giving birth.
I'm spending my time watching Bond, so I'm going to finish with Pierce Brosnan, and then I'm going to go back to the beginning, and then come back to Daniel Craig.
I mean, I guess if you want to just say you've seen the Daniel Craig movies to know like how bad they are.
There's enough. I mean, there's a couple of good Daniel Craig Bond movies. It's just what they ultimately do.
Casino Royale and Skyfall are the only two.
Casino Royale
worth
is excellent.
Watching.
Casino Royale is freaking excellent. Skyfall's good.
I think finishing with Bronson and then going back and rewatching the other ones, then going back to Craig, or should I just go straight to Craig and then go back?
Once you get done with Brosnan and Craig, just start at the beginning and go.
Yeah,
I would say the one absolutely do not skip out on is On Her Majesty's Secret Service. It is arguably the worst actor playing Bond, but it is a stellar movie, and it has the best Bond girl.
I'd save. I mean, personally, I'd save the Sean Connery ones for last, but that's just me.
I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but I was very surprised with Terry Hatcher dying in this last one that we saw. And the whole time I was like, she's going to wake up, right, Chris? She's going to pretend to be dead, or like there's something going on. And Chris is like, no, you better get used to Bond girls do die a lot in this franchise.
Gosh, what sucks is Brosnan, as far as like the look and the acting, is easily my favorite Bond actor. I think he looks and acts that part to perfection. But he only really got one great Bond movie and 2 half good Bond movies. Tomorrow Never Dies and The World Is Not Enough are not particularly good. They're okay. But gosh, I really wish he had gotten better Bond movies, because he was perfect for that part. Absolutely.
I don't know how
perfect.
you go from that to Craig, to be honest. I don't know how you do that.
Well, because they were trying to turn it into The Bourne Identity.
Exactly. Even people said
The Bourne Identity is an overrated film, by the way. Another one.
Yeah, but it was a shift to the action.
Could have gotten Henry Cavill instead of Daniel Craig. Just saying. At that time,
I cannot pitch. And by the way, watching Bronson, I'm like, why aren't we doing Cavill? Cavill would be more in a line like with Pierce Brosnan's Bond, more so, at least so far from what I've seen, because I've only seen GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies so far.
Only thing with Cavill, like, I do think he could pull it off, no problem. But he would almost have to slim down.
Definitely
being less muscular.
He's way too built for Bond.
It's almost like, he definitely wouldn't want the Man of Steel build. It's like, that's a little too beefy. That's more Bond villain. Which, by the way, I wouldn't even be against him being a Bond villain. Actually, he proved in Fallout he can be a good villain.
Yeah,
but you go from Pierce Brosnan, who's like such a beautiful man, just like such a handsome man, so suave, so far with the 2 movies. And I've seen Skyfall a long time ago, and I'm like, Daniel Craig. And I'm like, how the fuck do you go from this gorgeous man to like what looks like a mashed potato had a kid that was on autism in some sense. Like I don't know how you go from there, but anyway, sorry.
Well, here's the thing. Well, it's part of the reason is if you want to know why he got cast, aside from Waylon's kind of right, Barbara Broccoli had a thing for him, but the role that got him the Bond movies is a movie called Layer Cake, which is a good movie. Layer Cake is a good movie, and literally like the DVD cover is him holding a pistol that looks like a Bond pistol. So when people saw that, they're like, oh, this guy could be the next Bond. And to his credit in Casino Royale, I think he's really good in that movie. I think he has the charisma down. You know, obviously he doesn't look like what we're used to Bond looking like, but he plays it so well that I think most people are like, oh, this is really promising. But then we got, you know, the rest of his movies. And, like, even if I like Skyfall, I think Skyfall does still get overblown. Like, because everyone's like, oh, Javier Bardem's villain is so good. I'm like, I don't think Silva's that great a villain. I think he's kind of forgettable. I think Javier Bardem is the reason why people remember it, because he looks weird. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't think he's that. I don't think he's that good of a villain, to be honest.
That face scene,
bring back Pierce Brosnan as like old Bond. I'm totally here for it.
That's never gonna happen.
Oh man, what a good-looking man! I just like the whole. Anyway, women, just to let you know, Bond movies are for you too. Just to let you know, women, Bond movies are for you. You will enjoy them just as much as the men.
I mean, they were a little bit of a psyop to make us think that, you know, secret agencies are actually cool when they're totally not. But, you know, they're still fun movies.
Salty, how dare you? Bond's a national. Pierce Brosnan.
Wow, Salty.
His best part of Black. His best part of Black Adam.
All right, I agree to that. But getting back to Near Dark, and this is like, to your point, Gord. This is like one of those scenes where like they kind of go in on the sucking here.
The suck zone.
Welcome to the suck zone. But no, I agree. What?
I'm not saying that with Zach's in the chat now.
That's okay. You could say it.
Nope. Okay. Don't need that clip. Nope.
Now we're getting to one of the two best scenes in the movie.
The entire movie. Yeah.
This is generally regarded as the best scene in the movie. I think it's debatable between this and the motel shootout. I think both of those scenes are stellar.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
I'm okay with this one being the favorite for everyone because you get to see this awesome, unhinged Bill Paxton just chewing the scenery beautifully. It's delightful.
100% would. 100% would.
Fun backstory is he used to get really bad migraines, and he had one going into this scene, and so they gave him a shot of B12, and that's why he is so just unhinged. Like he has that energy came from getting a B12 shot to help him deal with the migraine for this scene. And it's like, it's awesome. It's really freaking awesome.
Yeah, there's that B12. That's that white powdery substance of B12.
Yeah, white. It's the B12 that you snort. Not.
I'm like, I take weekly B12 shots. I don't get this energy. It's definitely the cocaine.
I haven't had a B12 shot. I have gotten highly energized by B12. Though,
not like this though.
No, not like
not like this though. Definitely not. It might have been a mix.
If you do this at a bar, you better record this then.
Exactly. No, good.
It's like, hey, it's like you got the stuff. It's like, oh, I got the B12. Don't you worry.
Yeah. It's gonna boost your energy levels to 12.
I mean, B12.
Yeah, the only time I
and by the way, this veteran here is also in Terminator 2. He's the guy that he takes his clothes, his boots, and his motorcycle, and then chucks them onto the fryer. That's him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and which is interesting because both Bill Paxton and this veteran have died of Terminators. The same one, I guess.
Well,
right?
Debatable. I still don't think Bill Paxton died in Terminator. I don't buy it.
That's
true.
I don't buy it.
We never see a body.
Oh, yeah, and it didn't look like he killed him. He just threw him up against the railing, and he even was like, "Ugh!" When he fell. I was like, "I think he just knocked him out."
Yeah,
I think people headcanoned that into existence the way they changed definitions in Webster's. Enough people thought it was cool to say he died in all of them, and that's how it came about. I don't buy that he actually died.
That's fine. This veteran's hat's dope though. I would give up my gun. Huh?
I'm glad you said that hat's awesome.
I will give up my gun when they pry my cold, dead fingers from around it.
Yes.
Hell yeah, brother, come take it.
That's masculine.
It is.
Heck yeah, man.
This guy's masculine as fuck in the movie.
I'd buy him
obviously.
a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I'd buy him a drink just for the hat.
The vendor denied. Kids movie.
Oh my
Best
god, what's
kids
the
movie
good one
ever.
and I agree on?
Best kids movie ever.
Yeah.
It's a great
I
movie.
did see it.
It's
I
a
did
great
see it when
movie,
I was 8.
action
It's the
movie.
best kids movie of all time.
Like when
I like the first one way better.
but when the T-1000 takes like the knife
So,
blade.
it's a good one.
pushes it in his mouth
If you think the first one's better than the second one, Nadia just killed that by saying it. She agreed with you.
No, the second one's better. It's okay. Just say it. The second one's better. Now, yeah, this entire scene though, obviously, like it's a bit of a massacre, right? Like, I mean, Severin is definitely unhinged here. Like he's definitely chaotic. That's the type of masculinity that he's portraying. I mean, it's sheer dominance for every
Yeah,
angle.
because like he's playing with this guy. So at first he spills his drink, probably by genuine accident, but he's just like, who cares? And he's like, why don't you lick it up off the counter? He's like, why don't you lick it up yourself? And then he eases things by telling a joke, and then everything. I think everything's cool. It's like, hey, give him another one. Like he's buying him a drink. He's like, now pay
for it. Yeah, it's like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, it was like, yeah, hold on, yeah, go ahead and punch him again. Like he's just using Caleb as a punching bag.
I'm trying to teach the boy something.
Yeah. And then but the funny thing is, it's like, okay, now you hit him, and then Caleb was like, oh shit, I did that. Like,
yeah, that's part of like aside from them feeding, the secondary point of this scene is they are trying to provoke Caleb into killing so he can be one of them.
Yep. I think he's recognizing it, but it's almost like he's definitely kind of, man, no pun intended, but biting into like this violent masculinity here. Like he's like, oh, like this strength here is great. Like now maybe I can pull the rope from May and not be strong armed. But yeah,
even I love the little things. Like he actually wipes the blood off of his chin. He licks. He's like, he thinks.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if that was improvised because I don't even know what to use for blood. Yeah, he just wipes a little bit of blood off his chin and he eats.
He just licks it.
He does it so casually.
It looked way too like perfect.
Just in the moment.
I wonder if it was improv. Maybe he was just like instinctually.
Which,
like,
and she, to my understanding, she let them do that. So it would not surprise me at all if that was just something he got a wild hair about doing.
Yeah, this poor lady here. Just the glass. And then her,
Diamondback just gets on and cuts with her. It's really messed up. And part of what I love about scenes like this is I love when tension comes about organically and it's not cued by the music necessarily. I mean, it's like, okay, there's been a bit of a scuffle between, Caleb and this other guy, but that's probably pretty normal for a dive like this. But then they cut this woman's throat and everyone is just like, oh, crap. And then the bartender's like, what do you people want? And he's like, just a few more minutes of your time, about the same duration as the rest of your life. And it's just like, oh crap, we're screwed. Yeah. We're freaking screwed.
But like even this part right here where he's like choking him and he just like starts laughing and then takes his glasses off and puts it on. Like it's so I busted out laughing when I watched this again. But it also it's kind of frightening to in a sense because you're like, oh crap, like this guy. I can't
these
harm
people
them.
Didn't do anything. They don't necessarily deserve this. It's just like, oh man, it's really funny, but it's pretty messed up.
Yeah, I mean, even this poor bartender is just like, there's two ways to leave: on your back or on your feet, and like you're just provoking.
Play the clip. Play the clip.
Here.
Play the clip. Play the clip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finger licking good.
I'm gonna have good dreams tonight.
Bill was definitely high on that B12 at that moment.
Yeah.
Okay. He's looking at B12 off his gums, like
yeah.
He is like even like a lot of his lines just in this sequence are all from like Western novels he was reading to get into character. Like from I hate it when they ain't been shaved, finger licking good. That one smelled like a dead polecat. These are all like little phrases he picked up You know, I mean, fingerling goods probably relatively common. I mean, heck, that's something like KFC used to
definitely
use. But the other ones, it's like, yeah, these are ones he just picked up and threw into his character. I've always said that even though Arnold is more well known for one-liners, Bill Paxton was better at it because he actually made them feel like they weren't meta. He actually delivered them in character, so they felt natural. I mean, he's so good at it.
Bill was riding that high, literally and physically.
I mean, when he's saying like "game over" and all these other things he says as Hudson, it's like that never feels like a movie trying to be funny. It feels like he's being Hudson, or in here he's being Severin.
I've heard other people say that Bill Paxton, he was never leading man material, but he's the kind of person where his scenes would elevate the movie.
He's
he could be
Bacon.
the lead man, but he just didn't get a lot of chances.
He's like what I like to call Alan Tudyk, movie going Bacon.
Oh yeah, Alan Tudyk. Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, Bacon, where he's just a little extra on top that just does well. You add bacon to something, it's really good, like a bacon burger, bacon on top of pizza.
He's good leading Twister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even this one right here, he looks like a, what does he say? You're like a 44 freeway or something like that. Yeah. Am I alive? Yeah.
I'm not talking shit about Bill. I'm saying he never came across as like that leading man type, but I can't think of a bad film performance he ever had. It's the way Hollywood looks at leading man. Bill Paxton just didn't have in Hollywood stands leading man, but I can't think of any time I'd never disliked his performances.
Oh yeah. Funny thing was Adrian Pazner, that was him fitted with squibs, so that sound like he had the wind knocked out of him was completely genuine. He had never been fitted with those. So they knocked the wind out of him. They kept that take, and I was like, "It's a good take," and it made the reaction feel realistic.
Yeah.
Jamie, you're behind. Sorry, you're caught up now, dude. Like just this part right here again, like it just. I mean, everything about this whole scene is just emphasizing how chaotic again Severin is, and Bill Paxton, playing and doing such a great job though.
I get the sense that because if you look at his jacket, he's got all these things, including like a cop's badge on there. I get a sense these are people he's killed, and he's just taking these things as trophies.
Yeah. It's almost like a bit of a Dexter-ish thing, right? He just has like these trophies. Remember, almost like a serial killer.
Zex brings up a good frailty. Leading man, frailty's excellent. Frailty is so underrated, and Paxton leads that. He's really good in that.
I think we talked about that on one of Zach's Wednesday streams, and we were trying to. I believe that still made the list because
I really like Frailty. That's a good movie.
Yeah. That's the one that Zach recommends to me. I haven't seen it yet, but
Frailty's good.
Maybe I'll watch it this coming week because I'm running low on Halloween.
Actually, Gord, I did ask Naughty Nick for you to join. Do you think Frailty's a horror film?
I mean, yes. I mean, it is. It's more of a serial killer movie, but it has horror elements to it that are kind of undeniable because there is a supernatural quality to it. So you kind of have to classify it as horror. It's just not. Okay. It's
IMDb calls it horror mystery. That's what it's labeled.
Yeah, I don't even think I think mystery is a weirder label to put on it. I think it's horror thriller, kind of in a similar vein as something like Silence of the Lambs, but a little bit more supernatural thrown into it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Frailty's dang good. That's a dang good movie.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with Goodwin. Severin is definitely playing the role of a predator.
He's just playing with his food. So
yeah. I mean, just like he could have killed this bartender any which way, but he decides to literally push him back into a corner with sheer fear, and just cut his neck like 2 or 3 times with this boot spurs.
That kick was awesome.
But I love the part in the movie though too. I mean, in a messed up way, but where all you hear is a ching, 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 like the music kind of stops for in the background, like the jukebox. That music
they fade it back
just so you can hear it, and I feel like that it is meant to cut, for that impact.
They just quiet it down so you can hear the spur. I'd have to rewatch to see, but they definitely want you to hear the spur clinging across his neck.
Also, Nick, this is 1987, but Homer kills a guy with a pistol. How many vampires at this point were shooting people? Vampires were known for holding guns.
Yeah,
You know?
as far as just a movie critique at that point, that is the one thing that I didn't like about this whole scene. Like cutting her neck to spill her blood is one thing, for the bartender, right, or the server. But like for this veteran guy, I mean, it would have made more sense to like have them just all jump on him and hold him down and just start feeding on him.
I don't think they're worried about how they do it. I think they're just, I mean, as far as like doing it like conventionally, I think they're each just kind of having their fun.
For sure.
And I think this is just them having a good time more than anything. I mean, Homer's like, well, I want to get in on some of this. So it's like, I'm going to shoot him.
You know, for me watching my kid today, I'm like, you know, it's something unique into this film where you've seen vampires. They're not doing the vampire tropes. Vampires aren't known for walking around shooting guys with shotguns and pistols. I'm like, this is different from your traditional vampire films.
Unless you're Alucard, but that's an anime. One of my favorites.
Well, I mean,
is Alucard what vampires play when people are being racist against them?
It's the Western part of this movie, right? We got to add guns, cowboy hats, and
I love it. I love that they add that element, and it fits because you know this is the world they're in. They're having to adapt to it.
It's definitely one of my favorite scenes, right? Or just like moments.
Plus, I don't think they care about feeding on the veteran guy. Like the ones who are hungry, I guess more.
Bill Paxton is aura farming here, 100%. Like I got this bartender's shotgun that he shot poor Caleb with.
It's like I think I'll keep that.
Yeah, this is my new trophy. Can't wear it, but I could damn sure keep it. But to your point, Blue, earlier, like this is Caleb's being, and to your point as well, Gord, like this is to try and force Caleb to get him to go full circle here to kill, feed, turn this last guy, this poor innocent dude just wants to play some pool and turn him in to just feed on him, kill him, right? And he makes
he pulls the masculine type of escape, man. He's like,
hey, I'm gonna jump through a damn window.
Getting out of Dodge, I'll jump out a window if I have to.
Yep. No, I don't blame it at all. But
throw the pride aside and get the heck out of there. You are not surviving this encounter otherwise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's interesting because he catches up, but he's like, I'll let you go. And then
he
obviously
just can't bring himself to do it.
Right. Yeah. There's something still within him that, again, this restraint and morality that is, again, I think the part of him becoming more masculine over the course of this movie, that he's like, I can't bring myself to do it because there's something in me that he even says to May earlier on, like, I can't kill no one, or like I've never killed anyone, and not that he wants to either, because like what's the point? But seeing the death that he just observed in that bar, which is obviously all of it was quite brutal. He can't bring himself to that. It'd be one thing just to
actually, it's just to harken back to a point about why they shot the guy. Also, we know they actually had their fill on the woman, because I'm pretty positive there's blood around Homer's lips. We know there is around May's because she wipes it off before she goes to dance with the guy. So they pretty much all fed off the woman. So that's why they're like, let's shoot this guy, because they're not going to feed off of him anyway. They didn't feed off the bartender either. They just killed them.
Yeah.
Plus, too, Nick, I mean, previous to the scene before that was a truck driver. He couldn't kill a truck driver. May had to kill a truck driver.
Yeah.
What's interesting also is you could kind of, if you go through the paces of where each character kind of comes from and why they might have been more willing to be a killer than someone like Caleb. Women, like with women, it's really not that hard to imagine. Like, okay, you have someone like Jeanette Goldstein's character, who, to my understanding, from what Catherine Bigelow said, is, she was kind of a Dust Bowl era wife. Probably went through some really hard times. May, obviously, they got her pretty young. Homer, they got very young. Pretty easy to groom them into being killers. I think with women, the women just kind of tend to follow the men in this. Obviously, you have Lance Henriksen, who granted turned when he was much older, but he was a killer. He was a Civil War soldier. Killing came, that's something he did. Paxton, probably from the Old West, probably had killed people before too. So Caleb is kind of the, maybe with the exception of May and Homer's, like he's the purest, but also he's an adult who has never killed. He's not going to be, necessarily, led by, these other men. It's like, he's more or less developed into who he is. So he's keeping, he's a principled person. He's keeping to those principles. Whereas the other ones, it's a little easier to see why it was probably not that hard to turn them into killers.
Yeah.
Like I would imagine May probably would have been at least somewhat difficult because of her, age and being a female, but eventually they got her to do it. Plus women are crazy. So.
Well, yeah. And then to Goodwin's point, like, he did have the knowledge to throw himself through a window rather than keep dancing with crazy. Cause you
he's the anti-Caleb.
Got to watch out for them. Yeah. I was gonna say, Bobby, is your picture a plate of spaghetti because it's Columbus Day, or what?
What's up, Bobby?
Also, I love spaghetti.
That's an Italian.
Had some today.
Take some meatballs.
I made steaks.
Tortellini. A little meat in it, but
ravioli. Give me the formuoli.
I miss pasta. Not being able to have it with being gluten-free. It's like
you can eat gluten-free pasta.
Gluten-free pasta tastes like ass. All right, there's not really great.
Yeah, but at least you can still have Italian dishes.
You know how you could? I know how you could satiate your appetite by watching Velocipasta.
It's true.
No.
That's your dinner right now? Hell yeah. Yeah, I've been like hungry all damn day.
Same here. I've been editing all day. I've only had like a snack and I haven't eaten any dinner.
I made steaks.
I might eat again after this. Who knows? But we'll see. Otherwise, I should probably fast. But yeah,
I know. I hate to read Gordon
calories.
About the Silver Bullet tickets. It says my app. It's like, hey, half off nachos. I'm like, well, I'm here. I love that movie.
Is it me or this guy also had a little bit of a similar look to John Hamm?
Oh wow!
Bit. Yeah,
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like this isn't John Hamm. I was like,
no.
Speaking of
this guy's older now than John Hamm was when he was.
No, I know, but I was just like, I'm like, yeah, wait, that's right, it's 87. But yeah, to your point, Gord, this is definitely the other best part.
Of
the movie.
These are back to back, just fantastic scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I love the music in the scene when Caleb was like starting to go for the van and make his escape. Probably my favorite piece of music in the movie. Tangerine Dream soundtrack. This is so good. It's one of my favorites of any movie.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and I believe it was Jesse that said the problem is letting that kid go or that guy go is that he's going to go to the police, and sure enough, which did you think it was the what do you call it? The motel guy didn't have anything to do with it, right? Or do you think they might have made some calls and asked if anyone that fits this description might have been seen?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not that hard to track because it's like, okay, they're in this backwater town. There's probably not a lot of places to stay nearby. So one of the first places you're going to check is like nearby motels. Like they probably just went to the nearest one because they were like afraid of, the sun coming up. So yeah, they didn't have a lot of options in all likelihood.
That's what I was thinking. But a lot of, again, like there's the situation turns dark or light because they hate the light, but there's burning, there's panic. It burns us, precious. It burns. Take it off, master. But Caleb, yeah, like to your comment there, Gord. Caleb is actually the one that takes command of the situation. Like he risks his life to get to the van, and he gets shot a couple times.
And this is a good opportunity for him to actually earn some brownie points, which it's hard for me to imagine that doesn't factor into his decision. I mean, granted, but in his mind, he's like, what do I have to lose? Because they're going to kill me probably anyway if I don't do something. So shoot, I'll go grab the van. I also love the fact that this doesn't fully get him in with the group because Lance Henderson, after the scene, he just says, you bought yourself some time.
Yeah.
So they're still holding him to that standard. It's like, you're still going to have to kill Caleb.
I know it's a small piece of dialogue, but I just like Lance Henderson talking to the as he checks in the hotel. You were here once before, right? Yeah, a long time ago, and I'll stop by another 50 years. But
it's like make a reservation. He goes, yeah, I tend to get in here every 50 years. Make me a reservation.
Well, what's the backstory of like how long ago was he here? Like,
yeah, I love that. I love that kind of stuff.
It's like the whole the same guy's working for the past 45 years. Like I remember you from like 40 years ago.
Like you've been here for Hey, you were in here once before. Lots.
I was young the last time you were here. Yep. They stay the same age. I keep getting older.
Another great line here is check out time.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
He does look like a badass right here. I mean, definitely like a gunslinger vibe, and I mean, he just blows.
Nice screenshot.
A hole in the
movies back then. I mean, this is a low budget movie, and the violence
screenshot.
is so much better than most modern movies.
I
Because this looks freaking violent.
It really
I mean,
does.
I'm like, that is a nasty
and back-to-back
looking gunshot.
scenes too.
Yeah.
Like
Anymore,
you've got a
it's
massacre.
even like the super violent movies today, like even some good ones, they use digital blood violence, and it just doesn't look good.
Because it's all CGI.
Yeah. I mean,
and Nick, and there's so much to unpack. I mean, this is the first of these characters. They're all fucking. These vampires are terrified, and they should be, because the cops and bullets aren't the problem. The problem is the eventual holes are blasting in to the hotel room and the sun beating down on them.
Well, yeah, then
exactly. When make Squibs great again. I love their banter in this scene too. It kind of reminds me of like a scene from like Red Dead 2 when you're doing like a bank heist or something. There's all this really good banter going on. It's like, how you doing? I'm down to my last inch of skin.
Yeah. Well, even Jesse here, he's not accurately shooting out the window because he's scared of the sunlight.
Yeah, they can't really look at it directly. They're just having to spray and pray basically.
Yeah. And again, like it's the option, the choice that Caleb decides to make here again. Was it to impress me? Maybe a little bit, but again, I agree. It is
save her life. I mean, he's trying to save her life too.
Yeah, again, because he cares. Again, this is part of the romance that could have been expanded upon a little bit more. But brownie points, right? Again, like
honestly, you could argue that before this scene, you could argue that maybe you have a couple of minutes of conversation between them. And because then you could maybe even granted, I don't have a problem with him making this decision whatsoever based on the information we have, but you could have informed it even better and informed their relationship even better. If maybe you'd given them like a couple of minutes to talk, and maybe I mean, just have a little bit of conversation about their relationship and about like maybe how him thinking about what can I do. He goes, I don't want to kill, but what can I do? To get in good with this group, because otherwise I'm dead.
And it might be a big deal to some people, but like right there with the shootout, if you see a beam of sunlight hit someone's shoulder,
what's up, Brawler?
As soon as it hits their shoulder,
their
their shoulder catches on fire. Every time a beam hits somebody, their clothes catch on fire with their skin. It's it's really cool.
What's up, box office? I'm going to be on his show tomorrow talking Pan's Labyrinth.
Congrats on hitting 2K.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. It's awesome, man.
I pray for you, Jackson.
What the fuck, Blue?
I freaking love Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies. It's so good. I can't wait to dive into it. Yeah.
The movie's phenomenal.
Fuck you, Blue.
Yeah, he asked me to come on, but the timing, like I'll have to jump on one of his streams if we don't have like a Tuesday show.
I blame Nick.
I moved my Tuesday show to Wednesday for this week for him so that I could join.
Just jerk Nick.
You know what? Brawler, we'll talk, because there might be a week or two in December that I might not have a show just because of like the holidays. So if you're doing one, maybe I'll jump on. We'll see. But anyway, dude, yeah, he's getting roasted here after getting shot a couple times by a guy who just number one can hit a target without looking down the scope and can hit a target when he's looking down the scope. So
actually,
man's a bit of a good shooter. Yeah, it doesn't happen too often, but yeah. I guess this dude hits the range because what else is there to do in this probably a backwater town, but
they better know how to shoot.
Catches on fire, which this made me laugh too, because I'm like, my man is on fire inside the damn inside the damn van as well, dude.
Well, again, as I'm telling my kid watching, so we understand that they're stuntmen, but remember, CGI didn't exist in 1987. They set someone's ass on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's why it looks better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Why stuff like this ages really well.
Yeah, definitely.
Never box office. Fuck Blue. Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll suffer tomorrow, Jackson.
What the fuck? I had a great time when I was on there talking about Barbarian, so fuck you, Blue, again.
She had
I still need to watch Barbarian.
AIDS Labyrinth.
AIDS. Brawler. So Nadia is actually changing her name.
I am not
channel
changing my name.
You heard it here first.
I'm making a picture for him.
AIDS Labyrinth. That's good.
AIDS Labyrinth.
It comes off. It rolls off the tongue.
I was questioning, does Gore write this stuff down ahead of time? That's what bothers me about him.
Nope. I mean, if it's scripted, I will. But the weird thing is, the scripted jokes are the ones I have to think about. It's when I'm just playing off of people like, oh, this is easy.
Didn't we get rid of that? didn't Trump get rid of that? Maybe they're just reduced to a day.
Well, I mean, the horror community is up in a roar that everything's queer in it, so might work out next year for Pride
Ain't
Month.
nothing queer in this movie.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's true. Thank God.
Mm.
That's an interesting screenshot there. But yeah, he scored some brownie points, right? A nice little dab from Jesse there, and it's on to the next hotel, which I liked it as well. I think just for a couple different reasons, because of number one, the irony of running into his sister and father, right? But I think it does kind of start to spark a little bit more within Caleb's character. Like he understands, like, well, like these are my actual family, you know, like you guys, I just met you guys not too long ago, right? Like I've been growing up my entire life with my dad and my sister, so you gotta let him go. But you know, again, it's really I blame Homer for sucking at cards, because if he actually was good at cards, he never would have gone outside to smoke a cigarette and then hear the coins going into the old Coke machine to harass poor Sarah here. So it's
also, Nick, I always tell the panelists, anybody about timestamps, that entire shootout sequence, I timed it. It's only about 5 minutes, but boy, like it feels like it's a half hour. It feels like a half hour in a good way, but like how much you can do with this movie's only an hour and a half long. That 5 minute shootout sequence it feels so much longer.
Yeah, it's a very tight runtime. Even though, like I said, it could have benefited from being a bit longer to develop a couple of things, but it's not everyone was saying horror with AIDS.
Horror with AIDS.
I've got somebody designing a shirt that has both the word "whore" and "horror" on the shirt. So,
is horror just meaning a higher tier of being a whore?
We'll see. We'll see what my designer comes up with.
I will say it is funny to see like a younger actor lighting up a cigarette like this, you know. But like the idea is like he's not obviously, you know. In his
also, whatever you think of the character, kid playing him's doing a dang good job.
Oh, definitely,
he is.
I mean, because there's not a lot of great kid performances. Period. Far less so playing a child character with an actual like pathos to them. You know, it's like I mean, there's not many where you have to layer the character to where a young person could really pull it off. And this kid does it pretty well. I mean, I'm not gonna say his performance is like amazing, but it's like
it's
not given his age, given the mentality this character would have, it's like he portrays it pretty dang well.
Yeah, I mean, how do you tell a 12-year-old you're playing a character who's like 10 times your age?
Rebel Rose.
Another great line here is she's like, "Well, you people sure stay up." It's like, we keep odd hours. Love that.
Also, how sassy she is. I can do whatever I want.
Hi, Rachel.
Plus, we also get the conversation between Caleb and Jesse, where he's like, you know, I mean to ask you something. How old are you? And it's like, well, I'll put it this way. I fought for the South. It's like, South? It's like, we lost.
We lost. Yeah, that's South.
Yeah.
Also, Sarah in her robe drinking Coke at 5 a.m. Like,
it's impolite to stare. Look at her now.
Yeah. Now, granted, I mean, and this is probably like the biggest like issues with this movie is like, I mean, like if you go to like the shootout, you know, there's some inconsistency obviously with like, you know, the effects of sunlight, you know, because there's clearly some beams hitting them at times that are not affecting them, whereas others do.
Sure.
So it's hard to keep that consistent. And obviously here it's like it was like Caleb and May come into the room and it's dark, and literally like mere minutes later it is really, really bright outside.
I guess because Gordon and Nick are older than Nadia, but like this scene, I just felt like she's like, "Hey, do you guys have color TV?" Black and white TVs were still pretty popular in the 80s. Like color TVs weren't really famous until like what the late 90s. I'm guessing because I mean, even my grandmother
not the late 90s. I mean, they were relatively common in the 80s. It was just they weren't so common as to where black and white TVs were out of. Like there was still I would say at least from experience, because I mean we had a color TV. We never had anything but a color
what's up,
TV.
Anthony?
Yeah,
but
colors here.
Oh my gosh. But like my grandparents had a black and white TV.
Well, the point I wanted to make about this particular scene here, Nadia, for the gentleman here, is that she only got burnt on her cleavage.
On the
so
boobies.
yeah, it's very interesting.
That's son knew where to look.
Yeah, son knows it was peeping in the right area.
Jeanette was she's a bit endowed.
Waylon, I'm not white, for fuck's sake.
She's white adjacent. She's
I'm
near
a
dark.
daywalker. Yeah. I'm near dark. I'm the reverse Oreo, okay?
She's Horror-Rio.
Oreo.
Oreo with that.
Oh boy.
This to me is the thing that takes me back, is like when
America,
at like 5 or 6 a.m. they would end a broadcast with the national anthem, and then
I remember those days.
Go snow, or you'd lose the signal for a couple hours until the news came on like at 8 or 9. It was like, gosh, it's weird to think about it now, because I don't think that exists anymore.
Of course not
at all.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's ironic how he knows, like, oh my Sarah, it's good to see you. And I have a clip for this. It's like, I gotta slap you. But I do love the sincerity of this, like, because he's like actually trying to protect his sister, which is what an actual older brother should be doing. So like that is a pretty masculine part, despite him being transformed.
This is an aspect of the movie that's aged well for me, because I grew up with when my family started adopted, I was significantly older than most of my siblings, and most of them were sisters. So yeah, it's like that's pretty good gap in age between me and them growing up. So yeah, I relate to that part. This stuff like much more now,
which is interesting too, because like even in this shot, May looked concerned and jealous, like, oh shit, sister. But
they know immediately, like, oh crap, like it's like
right
when Homer brings her in, her like Diamondback's first thought is like, okay, if he's bringing her in, she's with people, so she's like, okay, let's go get that. It's like whoever she's with, let's go get them. It's like they're all, and this part of what I like about this movie is they don't have to say all this stuff, but it's reasonable behavior. That okay, he's bringing in someone new. It's pretty clear what his intent might be.
Yeah.
So now we gotta cover some loose ends.
Yeah. I know it's not in the film, Nick, but in terms of horror trope, like Goodwin said, man, I know Gord's old enough for like when your TV turned off and you had that static going on for sometimes 15, 20 minutes, that would freak me out as a kid. Like I could not go to bed when
it's a poltergeist.
I'm turning this shit off. Like, dude.
Yeah, dear old dad's here now, and they're like, oh.
That's a view from Trancers.
This should get really interesting. And Severin locks the door too, which, this is a decision that Caleb has to make. It's like, are you going with them?
Caleb's trying to negotiate the situation. He's like, he knows immediately. It's like, okay, they're in danger. But maybe if I agree, it's like, okay, let them go. I'll stay and everything. Plus, you got the complication with Homer wanting her and everything. And granted, it is definitely coincidental that they would be here. It's not completely unreasonable, because again, like if I'm not mistaken, like his father, there's a line where he's saying, he's kind of been paying attention, kind of tracking him to here.
Yeah.
and this being kind of remote, it's like the number of destinations would be limited. It is still coincidental, but it's probably not as long of odds as like some of the other examples we could pull from other movies.
Right.
But so it's like I don't think it's utterly implausible or anything like that they would end up here. It may just be the speed in which it happens, I guess you could say. But
yeah, the quickness to it
with her push-up bra there. Good job.
Oh yeah. No.
Honestly, from what to my understanding with her, that she didn't require a lot of push-up.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm not mistaken, Jeanette Goldstein actually sells bras now.
I will look this up.
I'm pretty sure she does. I think I've seen her on X promote her bra line.
Well, yeah, because I have to give it to Caleb though, because he's very quick again. I mean, as he should be, to protect his sister and his dad. And he's like, "Listen, I will hurt you, Homer, if you do anything." And then, obviously, she jumps in. Severin grabs him by the back of the neck, the arms, right, and then so it's like, hey, listen, he's at odds. Unfortunately, he's kind of outnumbered here because he can't outpower 4 of these vampires.
And Caleb is still very much. I mean, it's like he's
still new.
That's kind of why. That's part of the other reason why that line of "you bought yourself some time" is also really good, is because he's still an outsider. He hasn't killed, so he has no leverage in this situation other than his connection to May, because they're still like, look, it's like we can't. It's like, this isn't tenable. Just letting them live. It is what it is. Like, I mean, they might let the girl live. They're not going to let the father live. That's for dang sure. It's like there would be no intention behind that. So they're like, well, if we lose Caleb, so what?
The fact that Gord's right about that, she actually does own bra shops. I'm so upset now.
They're not used.
And she's very she's
definitely... Bobby's go back, please. It changed.
Oh, it did. Is it your current progress, Bobby?
Damn,
I'm proud of you. I believe in the Clean Plate Club.
She's selling bras for $300. God bless her. Man.
I mean, she's Jewish.
And they're not used.
A good bra would be good for $300. I'm telling you, bras are not cheap.
I bought my ex $20 bras. Huh?
Yeah, those are cheap bras.
Yeah, I think again, this overall in this scene here is masculinity is expressed through the family, the instinct to protect. And
you have both men in the family trying to act to protect. You have all 3, because I mean, Jesse, what villain or not, he's protecting his family.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, granted, it's by horrible means that they put them in that situation, but at the same time, it's like it comes from an understandable place. It's like he's like, hey, this is how I protect my group. No loose ends.
Yeah, and I think here too, like I mentioned, like I do like this scene because the love that, again, I guess you could maybe argue for Jesse and his family versus maybe I was more so thinking of it with Caleb and his family. Like it's the love that he has for them. It's showing the tenderness, but it's not a weakness. It's like, no, I'm going to man up here and protect my family because I know I have to. But
Caleb's never shown to be. I mean, Caleb's if he has a great quality throughout this movie, it's like, I mean, he's a pretty courageous guy that he doesn't bend on his principles. And that's despite temptation. He obviously gets tempted multiple times to kill.
Yeah.
But he's fully outnumbered here and is still standing up to these people. He goes out there, he saves them going to the van. It's like courage is probably his best quality.
I agree. And then thanks to Sarah for just squeezing through or between her dad and Jesse. It allows her to open the door and blast that morning sunlight in. At first, I remember thinking, I was like, is that moonlight? Because it sure as hell hasn't been that long for it to be maybe like another hour or two.
Yeah, it's definitely convenient that it would be this bright this fast. Definitely.
Yeah. But it's an escape for Caleb. Again, which his dad wants to bring him to the hospital, but it's like, yeah, that's not really going to work. But again, conveniently, his dad can do a transfusion, but it's more so a plot point. But I do like that scene though, because the whole the blood.
I like the idea, but it definitely needed to be developed more too. Because it is ultimately a pretty big convenience. It's like it's something that they could develop into being it smarter, but it's it raises a lot of questions about like, okay, well, how much of their blood actually is infected? Because there's no freaking way you're fully cleaning this out of him if it's something like, like the rage virus in 28 days later. It's actually the reason why in 20 days later they didn't go that route of blood transfusion, because they were like, you'd have to clean that out 100%. So in order for it and granted, you can do that here to where it's not 100%, but you're basically full on saying at this point, it's basically like a virus.
Yeah, you
still have the questions of where do you get all the blood, to pull this off? Which, granted, his father being able to do it makes sense, but and I know he uses his own blood and everything, but it's like, okay, but they do this twice.
Right? Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, again, like plot convenience, or like aside. I mean, I definitely think in the aspects of masculinity, like the fact that Loy uses like the medical equipment to use his own blood, because like he's like, okay, if I can't take you to a hospital, then if I can help purge the infection with my own blood, like of course I'm going to do that, like for my own son here, like and that's something that a father should do. So, and again, like he's not in the movie a lot, but I think again, if you put the convenience aside, and the fact that they do it twice, it's just for the masculinity's sake. I think it's a good emphasis on the gesture. It's the connectivity through fatherhood. It gives him the chance to save like his son's life, which I think this is also like the restoration process for Caleb to turn back into a human, right? So like there's this passing of values, I think, because he knows that his father just transfused blood to him. So he was like, well, I'm going to do the same thing to May and quote, save her life, I guess. But yeah, it's not a long scene. Obviously it's a short scene, but he thinks he's dead too, which is
that much of it. I am at least glad that they didn't make it to where they knew, like there is a bit of uncertainty behind it working.
Yeah.
So there's at least that, but it's like, this is one of those elements of the film that if somebody was like, I don't particularly like that, I'd be like, I can understand that. It probably should have been developed a lot more, but I do think it's a novel idea. I like the idea behind it.
Yeah. I definitely see diehard vampire fans losing their shit. Like, you guys are gonna cure vampirism by fucking blood transfusion, really?
Clean, dirty blood with clean blood, and there you go. Boom, no more vampire.
Or with AIDS.
Yeah. That's how you cure the AIDS.
I wish a lot of people would probably. That's it? No, just kidding.
No negative blood. It's the cure for AIDS.
Yes, Nick.
I don't know if you had anything to say on the scene. If not, I know you have to
get
dip
out of
out.
here. What do we need you?
I do. I have to dip, unfortunately. Fuck both of you except for Nick. Yes, unfortunately, because I always have an early Tuesday morning meeting for corporate America. Nick knows how that is. I work Eastern hours, but I live in Pacific time. So
that sucks.
Yep. Thank you for having me on. This is by far a fun vampire movie. I'm glad Gord recommended it to me when we were doing the vampire tier. I really do enjoy it. I wish you could find it easily reprinted somewhere. I know Blu-rays are really hard to find for it, and if you do, they're very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I lucked out. I got the Blu-ray right when it came out. I had no idea it would go out of print.
Really?
I'm hoping, because there seems to be a resurgence of like the popularity of this, so hopefully maybe one day we'll get another run.
I know it's a rights issue. I want to say that there's been some development on that front, but I couldn't say anything specifically. I've heard a little bit of news within the last few months about it, but we'll see.
On my way out, I just want to plug my charity stream, and I hope Waylon's still in the chat, because one of the tiers that we will hit will be a Velocipaster watch party if we hit it.
Yes.
There is talk of a 4K release of this coming out, just so you know.
Really?
That's awesome. In which
From
I'll also come back on Nick's channel to talk about Velocipaster if we hit that tier. If we hit that tier, though. So this Saturday I'm streaming for 8 hours straight. I'm doing a charity stream. I'm raising money and awareness for a nonprofit organization called Kayla's Comfort. I've got a bunch of content creators popping in. I'll be doing every, I think, $50 a spin to watch a very creepy spider video to freak me out. My husband's pulling clips, so I don't know what else, and some alien clips and some. What's the phobia of like all multiple holes? Like, you know, how
Islama.
What?
Do you know what I'm talking about? There's a phobia people have of like they don't like to see like beehives and things like that because there's multiple.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
remember,
trypophobia or something. Anyway,
fear of holes is trypophobia.
Trypophobia. Yeah. So
I've never heard of this. Wow.
So every
There's a
$50,
fear of everything.
every $50, I spin a wheel, choose a clip, react. I'm gonna torture myself for you all. So it should be a good time. I believe Nick is stopping in, Blue as well.
Oh, of course.
And yeah, Gord, you're invited if you can make it. I'd love to have you on if you
What
got
day is
time.
this?
This Saturday, whenever and then there's no structured time. Anytime anybody can give me to pop in, and then I will also have some people for some from the industry too that I used to work with. So
also this
and
week,
it's what time again, Nadia?
12 p.m. Pacific to 8 p.m. So it's 8 hours straight.
So 3 to 11 Eastern. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We'll see how I feel after I get home from work.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. Any time is like recommend. You know, anytime anybody can give me, I'm very grateful for. Except for Blue, he can go fuck himself. All right. Thank you for having me on, Nick. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Chat, you were great. Fuck you
go
too,
follow
Rossi.
Nadia.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nadia.
Tomorrow.
By the way, Blue, if you want to know one phobia you definitely don't have, it's dipsophobia, which is the fear of alcohol.
The fact you said that exists, Gord, scares me. Like, but I remember
there is a phobia for practically everything.
I remember back in the day when I first heard about it, was listening to Howard Stern. He said, was it Tyra Banks had like the dolphin phobia, like fear of dolphins? Like, well, I mean, you don't have to go into the what? Who's scared of a dolphin? Like,
what's really frustrating about fear of dolphins is it's called delphinophobia. I'm like, just call it dolphinophobia.
Yeah.
Don't try to. It's like, okay, whoever named that's just being a dick.
I'm a new phobia, Gord. I'm afraid of Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah.
Fear of recovery.
There you go.
There's gotta be a name.
Yeah.
God. I went to it. There's a phobia for muscles.
The phaliophobia.
Oh, wait.
It's a fear of recovery, specifically sobriety from substance abuse.
I'm putting that in my pronouns.
Unreal.
The philiophobia advocate.
Update my Twitter account.
Fear of AA. Does Vex have small hatophobia? Hatophobia?
Oh, God.
That would be.
Lord, we just diagnosed
That would
Blue.
be. That would just be called anti-Semitism.
We have found Nadia's fear of.
That is the technical name for it. It's just, oh, you mean anti-Semitism?
Or yeah, look up like what's Nadia's fear? Fear of good movies.
Hold on. Okay, so there's a. I mean, again, like there's a pretty much a phobia of everything, but there's a phobia of muscles. There's a fear of muscles.
Oh my God.
That's called myophobia.
Oh wow.
A generalized fear of watching movies is called cynophobia.
Really?
It's a rare phobia characterized by an intense and irrational fear of muscles, their appearance of their function. That's crazy. I thought it was just being
up at this point.
I thought it was just called veganism, but you know.
Yeah, really.
I'm kidding.
By the way, so nosophobia is a fear of disease, but if it's specific, you would just call it like AIDS phobia.
Oh, our species.
Fear of muscles is the only excuse for dating a twink.
There you go.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like I just want to date practically what looks to be a skeleton, an actual meat bag at that point. Like there's really not much on it at that point, or just like someone who looks like a giant ball. But yeah, that's crazy.
Is it called Chalamades?
Timothy Chalamet.
If you have Chalamet, that
yeah.
means you're afraid of
Yeah,
muscles.
if
her recent pictures, man.
A man for some reason was afraid of muscles on a woman, which, someone like Ariana Grande does not have any of that.
Oh, boy.
She got rid of all her muscles. Don't do that, kids.
She's starting. Yeah, she's starting.
Don't
you would just apply a little bit of makeup, and she starts to look like that skeleton creature in Poltergeist. I mean, it's like she's looking horrible.
I mean, pretty soon she'll start removing bones.
Yeah, which is wild. Just want to talk about this final confrontation.
Yeah.
Which after a nice little family dinner,
as you do
back in Oklahoma, Caleb here's a little swing set that needs to get some oil done. Which he wonders if it was Mac or she's here, and well, again, like their connection, their romance is still present, but he I don't know if he spooked her off or what, but she
Damn it, there's not enough Grande left to love her. There's only enough there to like her.
I still love her. Jamie, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled.
Like her last name being Grande. I mean, talk about a misnomer. Jeez.
Oh my God.
I thought it was Grand.
That's Grande.
Yeah, Grande.
There's a joke. I think. No, I know there's just a joke about that.
If she started eating like old Lizzo, she could be like Ariana Venti.
No. Again, another tell when the horse was afraid of.
Jamma, it couldn't be a healthy love. That's not even possible at this point.
What kind of love is it then, Jamma?
Attraction of corpses. Necrophilia.
Like when her and Cynthia Erivo, like when they hug on screen, it's like the thinnest yin yang of all time.
Oh God.
That's true. That is true. Yep. Here's Severin, scared of damn horse again. I love this part though. He's like, "Here, let me help you up, asshole."
The horse friend's hot sell.
Look at that. That's almost Joker vibes right there, man. Look at that.
It is,
dude.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It is.
So many actors that could
psycho
in Elseworlds Joker, man.
Yeah, I would maybe argue that Paxton could have pulled off a decent Joker, maybe. Well, at least I would have been curious to see what he
listen.
Like the voice would probably be the problem.
Yeah,
he doesn't sound like you would imagine Joker sounding. But I have no problem believing he could pull off the mannerisms and the acting part.
I mean, Paxton's no Jared Leto, mind you, but he's
thank God.
Yeah.
I know. No, I think he'd do a better job than Leto.
Jared Leto should be. You should rename his band 30 Seconds to Uranus.
I don't know if that is her real name. It could be something that she made up.
Is Grande even a real name? I don't know.
Or does she have like 4 after it? I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, her real name was Ariana Grande Butera. So yes, ish.
Middle name?
No, it's a hyphenated name.
Oh, it's hyphenated. Interesting.
Yeah.
She just decided to go with the former part of the hyphenated name. Interesting.
I like the line.
I love this part though.
Yeah. We'll give you a hand there, old buddy.
Yeah, dude, he tosses him.
Asshole.
But again, like it's he feels that. I mean,
oh yeah.
Probably toss him like 20 feet, maybe.
That's more than 20 feet.
Oh yeah, I mean maybe 25,
that's
30.
more like that's
it's kind of hard.
50. That looks closer to 50.
Let's see. Okay.
Look how small Bill Paxton is in the background. You like
that's true.
20 feet's just laying out 3 Bill Paxtons to get to him. That looks more like you're laying out about 10 of him.
Maybe there's another
That looks like a good 50. That's probably close to like 40, 50 feet.
Maybe.
Yeah. This poor truck driver just doing his job.
I was gonna say,
never be a truck driver in a Western. I swear, truck drivers in Westerns, man. 2 of them die here in No Country for Old Men. Like during it, like when Lou Ellen and Shigura having that shootout, he gets in the truck with that guy and he gets blasted too. It's like, just don't be a truck driver in a Western. It's like the worst occupation.
Yeah, Caleb totally got that truck driver killed. Not very masculine of him to do that though. But he does decide to run him over, trying to do the right things, like all hyped about it. And again, this is very like Terminator vibes to me. He's like all
coming
back.
Good on Severin too, man. He got a headshot from that distance with a pistol. That's awesome.
There's a fun little behind the scenes story about this little makeup here too.
What is it, Gord? You gotta tell us now.
So after this scene was filmed, or before, probably after, but obviously this is a pretty gnarly looking makeup here. Looks great, by the way.
Yeah.
Bill Paxton like told Lance, because they filmed this near a train station, like a train stop, and a train had literally just stopped there, and Bill Paxton with all this on, he was like, hey, check this out. He goes, he hobbles up to the conductor, and he's like, please, just I need you to call someone. I need help. And because he's looking like this, like he think I hate. He goes, no, it's not me. It's my friend that's got. He's the one who's really hurt. Everything. He said the train conductor almost passed out.
Oh my god,
somebody worse off than me.
I was like, holy crap.
That's like the infamous one. Remember Arnold when he did the Terminator? He went to go get lunch in the full T-800 makeup with half his face missing.
Yeah, I got this clip. Hang on for this, because actually, again, the music again on top of all this is great. But what Bill Paxton says in this line here is really good.
Fasten your fucking seatbelt.
Fasten your fucking seatbelt, because he starts ripping all like the engine department.
That is actually I think Goodwin might actually be familiar with the behind the scenes thing, because I'm pretty sure that is what Bill Paxton said. He said,
"It's my buddy."
Yeah. Something along those lines, but yeah.
We love Bill Paxton. How could you not like Bill Paxton, honestly?
Oh, come on. This one guy's. Is there a bad story about Bill Paxton?
No, but our friend the Snorkel doesn't like Bill Paxton, so
he's asleep. Don't ignore him.
He needs a B12 shot.
He does. Powdery substance, but
see, sure that's how you know I don't write this stuff down. I didn't know y'all were gonna bring Sammy up.
That's true. Dude, the way he's just ripping into this, just yanking out wires.
I mean, he's willing to like kamikaze himself just to kill Caleb. I mean, it's pretty hardcore.
He's on a hell-bent mission just to kill Caleb, even if it takes him out. But again, goes out with the bang and.
Oh yeah, and again, Nick, this whole sequence. Remember, no CGI, man.
Oh, yeah, little explosion.
I mean, stuntman.
Low-budget truck explosion.
Yes.
Oh man,
you can't do no better.
I do like how Caleb, the little shot here with the spur that was given to him, and then he sees the spur that came from Severin and picks it up. It's like, I'll be keeping this for my other boot now.
Yeah.
Maybe if I make it out of here alive, but it sucks that he wasn't able to protect Sarah yet again, but he doesn't ease up and he continues to chase and obviously and fight for his sister. That he knows he's alive, and again, playing with their food, right? She just lets him go. Get out of here. And she gives Jesse a wink as he pulls the knife from his mouth, which is a
great shot.
Pretty
well, it's
raw,
and it's like, it's definitely still doing the playing with their food. I mean, granted, this is pretty reckless to be going
100%.
At the same time. It's like, they are still trying to get her.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get rid of him. Yeah, it's
she's
like,
I think you can see more of her reluctance to join and stay with him.
She hasn't chosen a side yet. She hasn't completely chosen a side yet.
Because if I remember correctly, Jesse is about to shoot Caleb, and she stops, or she bumps into him or pushes him. So and it's just
that is the one good thing that keeps up with, in regard to their romance, is they don't rush the connecting tissue too much to where like she's fully on one side or the other. They actually make it a conflict for her to have to make this choice. And you can even argue, and this is partly why it's like it would have been good to spend a little bit more time with him, because the idea behind this is that his humanity rubs off on her. And that's why she would make a choice like this. It's not just that she cares about him because, oh, he's this good looking guy that she's, got a thing for. It's like that humanity that he has, she's getting back in touch with her morality. And like that's, to me, that's actually something that if you just spend a little bit more time with it, that would have completed that arc much better. But I do like the fact that these characters behave in a way that actually feels realistic to their environment, which is so rare anymore these days. Is like character actually behaving in a manner that fits.
Yeah.
What's that
that's
like?
done really well in this movie. And it's funny because I think part of the reason is because these days movies just get crafted around shots and around moments. Like,
Yeah.
if you listen to certain stories about how like Disney has crafted like certain MCU movies, is they will give them a layout of you need a scene like this, you need a scene like this, you need a scene like this. So there's not even that much of a concern for letting the story happen, for letting the characters behave a certain way. It's just, the movie has to have these elements. It's kind of, it even kind of reminds me of the way like Mass Effect Andromeda was built. They built the levels before they came up with the story, which was stupid. It's like, why don't you write the story and then you craft your scenes? That's the way it should be done. Movies like this, that's part of the reason why these characters feel like they're behaving like people, is because they're written like people. They wrote the story and then they came up with the shots to fit the story. They didn't just think, well, we need to have a couple of set pieces and then build a movie around them.
Yeah. Which it is weird to see that sort of blueprint be overly used and abused now. And then you go back and watch older movies that, like you said, don't focus on any of that. They don't center the creation of the movies or the ongoing notions of the movies around those moments. It's like, I don't know if the other directors need to kind of get, take note of older movies or what. I mean, I assume if you've been to film school, then you know a thing or two about that. But
I also kind of wonder with this particular shot, because this is one of those things where it could be purely accidental, or it could be one of those things where it's like, no, the director has intent behind it. It's just done in a way that's fun. These are power lines. That's completely natural to the environment. But what does it remind you of? If you just look at the shot, you consider the context of it.
Crosses.
These are a bunch of it. Yeah, it's like it may have nothing to do with the context of this scene, but it's one of those types of shots where you're like, you could draw something out of it if you want to.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially when you consider what happens here, right? I mean,
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The context of the scene and that particular image, it's like you could make that connection if you want to. It may not be the intent behind it, but it's like you could still draw it if you wanted to.
Now, I will say, for May, right? And again, like she picks a side in this moment because she jumps out the back of the station wagon with Sarah here and makes a run for it. And then, of course,
I even like that she kind of makes the choice, not so much like, I like the fact she's looking at what Homer's trying to do with this innocent girl. And that's what informs her choice. Not, I have to do this for Caleb. That's kind of what I was talking about. It's like, it's a moral choice. It's not because I have to get back to my guy. This is what he's doing is wrong. I'm on the wrong side. And she makes a point to save the girl and puts herself at risk to do so. It's like, I think that's really cool. I like that.
I'm curious to you guys, and I'm sure
I agree, Jim.
Go know this. This part right here too. Obviously, the actor isn't. They're not going to put that gel fire, but like this is not a digital shot, but you can tell like he's. Well, I guess Gord, what would the shot be? It's not CGI, obviously, but like he's not on fire, but he's running. You see the flames coming off his face right here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you can tell like the flames are added after the fact.
I'm saying.
But obviously, they're probably there's definitely some makeup here. They've probably utilized a similar technique because if the way they got Adrian Pazar to start, his body and everything to start smoking at the beginning of the movie is they lined his jacket and clothes with like cigars and these little tubes that would make them smoke. Yeah. Now, obviously, they're not going to do that with a kid because that would be bad. And you can even tell the smoke doesn't even look the same. There's probably something fairly similar going on. Obviously, they've put some ash on his hands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's a composite shot, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Rebel Roseburg. Yeah, it's probably a composite shot. Also, what I like about Homer's death is, again, it's like whatever you think of, because obviously there's a creepy element to his character being this older guy who's trying to turn this young girl obviously. Doesn't change the fact that he is a very tragic character. It is still, at least the visage of a child. And like the way the music's playing it, the way you're watching it, it's like, this is pretty tragic. His character is like, it's pretty awful, what's happened with his life. And he just ends up just exploding the way he does. And I remember seeing this when I was young and I was like, man, that's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. And this movie doesn't shy away from it.
No, it's funny. When I was watching my kid today, his dad, he's like, that's a horrible fate. My kid's 18. He's like, imagine being 12 years old. He goes, you're 12, and he's like, you're forever. It's well, that 12-year-old body, but he's like, you're hundreds of years old, and you're trapped forever in this body. But your mind is so much more advanced. But you're stuck.
But your mind is like, it's a mix. It's because in part it's informed by age, but it's also informed by probably the instincts of a 12-year-old. So there's that constant like inner battle. Like that to me, that's one of the more fascinating things you can have a conversation with regarding this movie is, May, despite being, in her 20s at this point, still behaves like a girl in high school. She has still that kind of flightiness to her and that kind of wispy way of acting like she's a high school girl. She's kind of immature. Now granted, girls in their early 20s are still immature, but they, we aged a little bit faster back then, where your early 20s, you probably were closer to an adult. It's like that's kind of one of the interesting things. It's just like he's 12 and he's 40, 50-ish at the same time. Like he'll still have times where he like breaks out in tears, like when he's like daylight, no, and he's like starts crying and he's one of the more interesting characters to have a conversation around. And his death is, it's like I said, his death's tragic.
And that's what my kid said. He's the one character I feel bad for watching this film. I actually feel sorry for what happens to him because his fate's horrible.
Almost certainly had no choice in his turning, obviously.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm guessing Diamondback is probably the one who turned him. Because I think they say in the behind the scenes that the idea is that Diamondback wanted a son. So, like the idea of turning Severin was Severin's the brother, turning Diamondback, give him a wife. Homer was the son. May probably a mix of wanting a daughter, but also Homer wanted a companion because he's the one who turned her and everything. But like there's purpose behind each choosing, except Caleb. Caleb just kind of happens out of desperation, and that's what separates him.
Yeah.
I will say I like this detail though here. Like she's hiding on the ground underneath the jacket, so it's not like hitting her, even though Sarah's watching this someone who like she thinks he's just like a kid or a normal boy, like older than her, but just combust right in front of her, and then sees them burn alive, and then also combust together in the car as the car explodes.
Again, next year right there, excellent makeup job.
Yeah, no, I appreciate like any sort of actual
great music for the shot
that they use here.
I mean, the whole way
effects,
this is composed. Oh, that's so good.
Practical effects here, like with the skin. I mean, again, just a good job. And also,
and they're just kind of going out and they're just like, hey, if this is our fate, this is our fate. Like I kind of think they knew that once they were like, we got to go after him. They're like, okay, this is dangerous. We're in trouble.
Hey, Rayo. So there, buddy.
There you go. Have a good night, dude.
Have a good one, Rio.
Sleep well. Rick says this would be Leon's favorite part, which ironically we told Leon because he hadn't seen this movie yet either. So I know we recommended for him to see it. So I don't know if he did or not. But I kind of wonder what he would think about this in this part too.
Leon, a kid dies. You'll love it.
Yeah. Would you still rather be an Anne Rice vampire than most of the types? I like those ones too.
Too gay.
That's why child vampires are the most horrific. Yeah.
I'm a bit racist.
Racist.
Well, I was like the only good scene interview with the vampire where Kirsten Dunst cuts her hair and it goes right back the next scene.
Yeah. I mean, I do like Interview with the Vampire. I think it's a solid movie. It's just, I don't think it touches this.
Oh yeah.
Also, good effect there, like not just the car explosion, but like it
and the power lines.
That and the power lines, like zapping everything. That's pretty freaking cool.
Yep. No, I like that. So it was a little bit of an added effect there. Which I wondered if was that another staged explosion that they use? Or was that
Yeah,
sort of
yeah. I mean, you're not going to just blow up near a power
blow
line. It's like,
whoops.
it's like, are we okay blowing up this power line for real? No, what? No.
Doing it for a movie. There's no one around. It's fine. But yeah, same thing. Right, here's the other blood transfusion that Caleb makes, and she's scared because it's like, well, it's been what'd she say, 4 years, right?
Yeah, 4 years.
So since she's felt the warmth of the sun and been able to walk in daylight and whatnot, so yeah, again, touching and adds to the romance here, but
well, yeah, I mean, she portrays it well. It's like, this is the proper emotion for her to have. She's scared, and she's like, what is happening to me? It's like, it's almost completely foreign at the moment. And it's just, that's where they end the movie.
Yeah, so it ends right here, and so now, so now he's back with his family, and she's essentially part of the family now. I mean, he's basically found his wife. So,
probably,
I'd say otherwise it'd be kind of weird. Like, hey, thanks for getting me back into a normal human being. Bye. I'm gonna go just kind of venture it off with, which wouldn't make sense at that point, because it's like whatever romance that was in this movie would all been in vain at that point, instead of like expanding upon a little bit more, like we had said earlier. So, again, just
I don't know how Jesus being a vampire would work, Andrew. What, he can't look at a crucifix of himself? How does that work?
Boy, that's sure.
I know how you'd make that work.
That would be weird.
It's not
kind of blasphemous.
A little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think in this whole ending scene here, like, there's redemption. There's the moral power to change and to heal. Again, more masculinity to express through transformation, choosing the moral light over this, like, primal darkness of being a vampire. Again, he does what his dad did for him. The courage to save a life and not to destroy it, because again, he hasn't killed a single thing this entire movie. So he showed like restraint and kept that moral compass, despite being turned into a primal creature of the night. So, but yeah, I mean, he definitely becomes more of a man over the course of this movie. So it's good. I mean, again, like, I could talk a little bit more about like Homer, which I agree. Like, you do feel bad for him, especially like when we see this happening to him. He just goes quiet,
You Taco Bell logo right over that at the end.
What's that?
Pointing to
Taco Bell logo right over it.
When the film ends, I'm looking. It's only 2 minutes of credits. Boy, remember the days of 2 minutes of credits versus like 25 minutes of end credits.
Dude, I know.
And with a great song over it that isn't some stupid pop song or something.
Yeah,
it doesn't even fit.
Like, now we get like 20 minutes of credits. It's stupid. It's like, this movie
clocked. That's the one bad thing kind of that did come from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Is the last one. You have that like a half hour's worth of credits because they thanked everybody in the Lord of the Rings fan club. And I'm like, okay, I really appreciate the sentiment. That was very nice of y'all. I just wish that nobody else did it. It's like, you all can get away with that. You all created the greatest trilogy of all time. Nobody else needed to do that to pad their stinking runtime.
Yeah. It was like, like Infinity War, Endgame, these Marvel movies, like, did not need to do that. So it's like, come on, you only wished you were as good as the trilogy. But say, Gore, do you want to kick us off with the masculine rating for Near Dark?
Let's see. I mean, as far as if I were just judging the movie itself, I mean, my enjoyment level is between like a 9 and a 10 because I love this movie. Objectively, it's probably like a 7.5 or so, because it does have some issues. It does have a fair number of conveniences and whatnot, but it's still, I think, pretty tight, pretty solid, really strong. I think for the most part, really good character work, really strong dialogue as well. But as far as the masculinity rating, there's you wouldn't think on the surface there would be a lot of it, but actually there is quite a bit of it, and it's portrayed really well, both the negative element and the positive element. And like even the villains, like while they may be behaving in manners that are villainous, it's like it comes from a place of positive masculinity oftentimes, such as them protecting their family and whatnot. It's like you can still empathize with their motivation, even if, you understand that their methods are bad. But so I think on masculinity rating, I'd go like an 8.5.
Yeah, that's actually what I have written down here. Ironically, because you mean Rachel's like easily an 8 or 9. Yeah. Yep. I agree though, Gord. But before I say my part, Blue, what you got?
Yeah, I always say to you guys, I love watching films with my kid for the first time, and first thing we end the film, and how'd you like it? Dad loved it. And I just, again, a film 1987 when I have an 18-year-old that can watch a film from 1987. Dad, the film was fantastic. That says it all. Everything Gord said, I can't debate it. I can't argue with that. I think 8.5 is pretty solid. Bill Paxton's easily having a time of his fucking life, but even Caleb as a character, he still has family values. He's like, listen, I'm going through some shit. I'm a vampire, but you're not going to kill my little sister. I'm not, or my father, but like he still has a protector status where like, you're not harming my sister. No. And he still becomes a, I guess, good boyfriend in a sense, because he saves his future girlfriend's or wife's life and turns her to a human. And yeah. And even, there's a masculinity where I forget the character's name. Vasquez's character,
Diamondback.
Even her, she has like limits where like, listen, like let him go because it's getting too out of hand. And yeah, as Gord said, there's, like you said, Nick, with you, it's always good rating a film masculine versus enjoyment versus quality of film. Not the best film by any means, but it's a very masculine film and a great horror film. And I do appreciate, even from a masculine level, this by all accounts, as I said before, could be considered a very bad vampire film. But that's not, for me, a bad thing. The fact there's so many things in this that are masculine without traditional vampire tropes is what makes this film intriguing and interesting. And just watch it. I've watched this film for a good 10, 15 years. And I'm like, wow, I forgot how much I really enjoyed this film.
I would just more so, I wouldn't say bad, just so much as non-traditional. I think non-traditional is the best way to describe it as far as how it fits in the vampire.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could see, like I said, Gordon, there's vampire purists out there that would not consider this a good vampire film, but I would say that's why I push back. Like, yeah, you're right. There's not tropes, but like it doesn't take away from it just being a good film.
Oh, not at all. It's way more masculine than The Lost Boys. There's no sweaty, shirtless saxophone players in this movie.
No, I agree. And Rick throws out an 8 for the movie itself. Yeah, and as I mentioned last week, it'd been a while since I had seen this movie, and we were kind of talking about doing an audible and changing it, and it's like, could be a good thing from what I remember, which I don't mind doing from time to time. And again, I just watched Lost Boys, I think maybe like a year or two ago, I want to say it was. I forget, one of the two, but yeah, Lost Boys is more nostalgia, and while I do like Kiefer Sutherland as an actor, but yeah, he doesn't carry that movie like the way Bill Paxton carries this movie. And again, because this movie definitely feels, it's more violent.
Also, I think probably my biggest issue with The Lost Boys is Jason Patrick, who's supposed to be the character this kind of centers around, is probably the most forgettable person in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Which is unfortunate. Because I feel like any of these characters in this movie are pretty memorable. For the most part.
I mean, Nick, the best part of a good film is the villain. I mean, arguably, Batman 1989, Nicholson carries it versus Keaton, and Bill Paxton carries this as much as Kiefer carries Lost Boys.
Well, and the thing is, I think this has I think Lance is every bit as much memorable as Bill Paxton. Like, Bill Paxton's the more fun character, but the more I've watched, the more I'm like, gosh, Lance Henriksen is freaking awesome in this movie. Like, Oh, they're such fantastic villains.
Well, he's so stoic, and he's like the lines he says. Yeah, a couple more minutes more. Was it the line in the bar?
Yeah, he's very practical, but he's got like little mannerisms to him that kind of harken back to like Nosferatu. Like when like he finds out like that's Caleb's father, you see him just sitting on the table with his hands folded and just kind of folds them back out. It's like, and he's got those gnarly looking fingernails, and it's like he's very much trying to evoke like a bit of Nosferatu there with a little bit of a Western twist on it. It's
the whole car scene with the shotguns, and they're putting the shotgun down her shirt, and he's looking over like, yeah, you're about to die, and she's gonna rip your face off, and like there's that quiet contempt where he's the most dangerous guy in the room.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's not over the top. He's like, yeah, Lance Henriksen's character is the most scariest character in this film, but because he's not Bill Paxton.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, I gave this an 8.5 in my ratings. And I was surprised to kind of remember how much masculinity can be drawn from this. I mean, I think because of the morality that's at stake, and again, like Caleb being courageous of all his traits, the fact that there is a lot of temptation, balance of and control of power. There's the ability to find redemption, through pain. Again, the balancing of moral judgment, not just for Caleb, but for May as well. And being a bit of an anchor to Caleb and aiding him, and the fact that Caleb can go through an entire process of I don't quite say an outer body experience here, but he's going through, a life-changing experience that he doesn't understand. And the fact that he's able to, still stay true and not be truly corrupted by, Jesse, Diamondback, or Severin here, or Homer to that degree, but he's able to stay true to who he is. And the only thing that he really, the only thing he really does is the fact that he sucks on May to drink her blood to survive. So again, part of his survival is there too.
That's part of what makes the ending, like even if you have a problem with the transfusion, which I said I do, part of why the ending works is it bookends that he survived off of her blood and he saves her with his.
Yeah. It's full circle, really, goes around, comes around. And Rossi, you never heard of this movie? You should watch it.
Yeah, Near Dark's it's a classic.
I think you'd enjoy it. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I think this is like a bit of a cult classic. Again, I think it's not overshadowed by Lost Boys, but
it did. It definitely did. They came out almost
at the year
almost
it did.
At the same time.
At
the same year,
unbeknownst.
Almost the same time.
They didn't.
No studio backing, really.
Yeah, I say Catherine didn't know that the Lost Boys was being made, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I have no idea if she knew or not.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Hold on.
It wouldn't surprise me if she was aware of it.
But... oh boy! I have to say, I was watching Nerd Theory earlier today. While I was kind of just getting some screenshots together, and I see Gooch's third leg in there, and I think it was either Theory or Josh that highlighted the chat, and it was like, don't know what Gooch's third leg means, but what's up? Like,
we know it.
Yeah, Nick, on Thursday, Jay lost it twice. I lost it with him. Like, oh god, his super chats were iconic.
They were really good. What's up, Lord Shadow? How you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you around, man. I've seen you in a couple of other chats, but good to see you, man.
Stats for you guys. So the budget on this film, 1987, was $5 million. It only made $3.4 million.
Yeah,
I remember it lost money.
It did not find its footing until it came out and word of mouth gained its popularity. Like this is it's so strange to me that my dad found this movie when he did, because I was watching this movie not that long after it came out in 87. Like I think I first saw this in 88, 89 maybe. So my dad despite this being, basically an indie flick that flopped, he found it, and I got to watch it then. So yeah, and I say it's strange because it's like my dad's not somebody who like goes to the theater a bunch or everything.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the movies I grew up watching were movies that he loved, and he happened to find this. And it's weird. It's like some of the popular movies he never gravitated to. Like I didn't see Back to the Future till I was in like my 20s or 30s because I didn't grow up watching it. So didn't have a reason to see it until then. But this,
hey, look, guys, say what you want. I'm looking at eBay right now, man. So Near Dark, a VHS copy for Near Dark, anywhere from $300, $500 for a VHS. So yeah, I mean, like we said, the problem is you can't track now VHS sales, but famously John Carpenter said that VHS and DVDs saved my career. So, but unfortunately, studios they see
you can buy a DVD of Near Dark for $16.
Okay,
and one of the cooler DVD editions. It's like one of their. It's a pretty cool cover that you can buy, but it is like if you can't pick up the Blu-ray copy, which is now granted, the only thing that sucks about the Blu-ray copy, aside from it being out of print, is it has the worst cover. They modeled it after like a Twilight box cover for some stupid reason because that was popular. They were hoping to boost sales, I guess. But the DVD cover is freaking awesome. Like just even as a collector's item.
I wish they had these numbers. Remember, like when was it Austin Powers came out? Austin Powers bombed. They said because of home media, Austin Powers did like what Austin Powers and Jason Bourne did like $100 million in home video sales, and I can't find nothing with Near and Dark. But yeah, some films did find a second life on home sales.
Yeah, and I agree with what Rachel said here. Proof that great movies aren't necessarily successful movies, right? I mean, like,
definitely, Rebel.
There's been a lot of movies that some movie we've even covered on this stream here that didn't really do well, but are cult classics. They come back over time, and they're like, it's a fantastic movie, like because there was something else that might have distracted people from seeing it, or maybe it wasn't marketed that much, or again, just the appreciation comes later on at that point. So it's, again, like it is kind of shocking to see that this movie does have a good bit of masculinity to it because you wouldn't really expect that out of most vampire movies. But again, like as we've kind of reiterated, this movie isn't like your typical vampire movie. And as like Lord Shadow says, there, so since I missed everything, what was the opinion on Near Dark? It is one of my favorite vampire flicks. Bill Paxton is awesome in this one. Yeah, I mean, LS, we've been giving it high praise all around. I mean, honestly, again, like we've all said, like it's about.
It's my favorite. It is my favorite vampire movie. I don't think it's the best vampire movie. I think Let the Right One In is probably the best vampire movie. This is my favorite one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, smashing machine, eh?
I mean, yeah, I'm biased. I do watch Lost Boys more. I do love, for different reasons, I love Lost Boys more, but I won't pretend that this film isn't fantastic for different reasons. This film is it's a great movie.
I mean, there's plenty of room on So Much Show for both of them, but because they're very different movies.
Definitely, yeah.
Can someone tell Nick to stop using a wool sock, though, and that playing with me doesn't count as an arm work?
See, stop looking at him.
That's what makes the strong forearms, right? Apparently, a VH copy of Cars goes for thousands. That's crazy.
And Nick, as you said earlier, someone said recently on a stream that another director is John Carpenter and Del Toro, two fantastic directors, but boy, they're just box office poison for some reason, man.
Weird.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, exactly. Which it's kind of crazy because then you've got people nowadays like, oh, well, it did so on the box office, so like it must be good. Superman. Oh wait, no, that actually sorry, Superman failed to make back its money. Just kidding.
It did.
Go check it. Just look at the list of movies that have made $1 billion. The majority of them are mediocre or bad.
Yeah,
I mean, the whole sequel trilogy. Whole sequel trilogy, the Fast and the Furious films.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
all the Jurassic sequels
Worlds,
that made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Except
there are tons of Transformers movies.
Right,
there are so many mid to bad movies that have made $1 billion.
Yeah.
The Avatar films. I mean, there's gabs of them. Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Gord's right. Yeah.
You know what's funny is I would rather watch Iron Man 3
Deadpool
over
Wolverine.
majority of the movies that came out last two phases of Marvel, though.
That's just the bar.
I'll be honest. I think Iron Man 3 is akin to those movies. I think it's just as bad. I hate Iron Man 3. Like, I really aggressively hate that movie. That to me is the first awful MCU movie. I hate that movie. I really think that's the first MCU movie that is objectively awful. There's a couple other ones before that you're like, okay, that's not very good. Iron Man 3 was terrible.
So I gotta ask you, so Iron Man 3 or Thor 2?
Thor 2.
Okay.
Thor 2. And it's not, Thor 2 is good. It's not. Thor 2 is not a good movie. It's like a 3.5 to 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Iron Man 3 is a 2. That movie's horrible.
Yeah, there's probably scenes of Thor 2 I could take over Iron Man 3. Yeah.
Thor 2's biggest sin is it's forgettable. Like, here's the thing. Thor 2 I watched not all that long ago for probably the second time. The first 2/3 of Thor 2 are mediocre. It's the last third that tanks it.
Yeah.
But it's still like, well, the majority of the movie's not awful. It's just
think,
when you get to that last third, it kind of falls apart and gets really silly.
To Jam, I actually read The Extremis. I read that whole arc in prison, and boy, and that's why The Extremis.
Iron Man 3 is one of those movies that gets worse when you watch it the second time. And it's bad
been a while since I watched it, so
I hate that movie so much.
Ben Kingsley there. It's like,
wait, hold on. And Gooch's third leg is in here? Holy shit.
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. If Kermit has a third leg, where's the hand go?
But hold on. My third leg has now become a member of my own channel. So that is amazing.
How is it not
buddy.
How is it not intrinsically a member?
Thanks.
No, she's looking down.
Thanks for doing that. Appreciate you. I'll give a good hands up. There we go. High five my third leg here. And to treat my third leg with some nice little video clips here. We'll play this one. I haven't played this one all night.
You know what I said to you, Mama? You know what I said to her? I said, shh, this isn't gonna hurt.
That whole scene too was.
Yeah. Gordon knows, but poor Ben Kingsley, man. Oh my god.
That's part of what tanks that movie. Like that is one of the worst movie twists in history. I'm not even joking. That is one of the dumbest movie decisions I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
I think the movie's bad before that twist. That twist tanks an already bad movie. I was like, what on earth were you thinking? Shane Black, what were you thinking? How did that guy make The Nice Guys and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang? Because those are good movies.
Yeah.
But then he turns around and makes Iron Man 3 and The Predator, which The Predator is arguably the worst big budget movie ever made. It's up, well, maybe second worst. There is Multiverse of Madness. That actually, I think, is the worst big budget movie ever made.
I'm not drunk enough for this. You hurt my feelings. Remember The Predator?
Oh, gosh.
Autism Predator.
Like, as much as I overtly despise Killer of Killers, The Predator is probably like 10 times worse. It's so bad.
Because at least Killer of Killers has the samurai scene.
I mean, granted, the samurai story is actually not, it's really not that good. It's just not terrible.
But that's still better than The Predator.
It has like the loosest motivation of, I still find it really funny that his entire, like, he runs away after his brother cuts his face, is gone for 20 years. I guess in that time learned to be a ninja, whatever, which, why is he poor if he's a ninja? Ninja are basically mercenaries. And then he comes back 20 years later after his father dies so he can cut his brother's face. It's like, wow, talk about weak motivation.
I mean, at least it's better though than The Predator.
It's better than the rest of it. At least I will give it that. It is better than the rest of it.
Nick, you gotta do a stream of like, what's the lesser two evil streams?
Wait. No, what's gonna be funny is tomorrow night when Gooch and I are in the same stream together, dude.
Gonna have all these third legs.
Yeah, if Sydney has a third leg, bro. Is she really a woman? Is the VTuber just a voice
I
mod?
want someone to create a Vex's third leg account. That would be the best.
If any woman had a third leg, be Vex.
Yeah, Vex would make the most sense.
I told Vex.
Vex's third leg would be a really
Vex has
funny
bigger
profile.
balls than I have. Come on.
Or third boob. I don't know. One of the two.
I know it's got to be third leg. There can be no compromise on this. It has the only way it works.
Night, Jacob.
Third leg.
Hey, Jacob.
Have a night, dude.
Oh, tomorrow Jacob's coming for Terminator. I checked Jacob's Twitter. So.
Nice.
Yeah, and ironically, we're doing Terminator next week here on Monday night. So
look at Nick copying off Jacob.
I know we didn't plan on it. Oh, it's on. I'm going all out, prepared to be taking the pound.
Taking the pound town.
How dare you disagree with Vex like that? I mean, look, it'll be me, Gordy.
Excuse me, Vex would take that as a compliment. She would take that as a compliment.
I said I can leg press 500 pounds, and Vex could kick my ass. I know that. Like I accept it.
Vex constantly deadlifts half that.
Agreed. She fools people.
She built like a brick shit house.
Just call it Vex Electronica's roast beef. Her middle meat.
No, Vex Electronica's Big Montana.
Think you come again? I remember when it was that one Cannoli Sasquatch. Freaking Gord was doing Vex's accent. I was in my car. I almost crashed. I was like, I hate Gord.
Which I wasn't at all doing her accent. I was just doing a bad Indian accent for the trivia.
God, I lost it. I was like, I said, like Nick, I love you, but my Cannoli, I hate Cannoli for taking time off, man. Cannoli streams are just a treat.
Yeah, I miss those.
Oh gosh. For science. Exactly, for science. Well, that being said,
there was a movie here, right?
Yeah, we finished talking about it, so we gave our Masculinity rating, and it's just sort of the extra bonus content. I need to go prepare. Time to get some practice jumps in. I'm fine for nothing. I'm out of wool socks.
Damn,
you gotta find a replacement now.
Even I let.
Time for a little bit of wool and pool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it happens once in a while. Rebel takes a lot, but
well, as far as what we've got planned for this week,
Terminalist, man.
You'll catch us tomorrow night here in the channel, 9 p.m. Eastern. Talk about Dark Wolf. The Terminalist prequel, episode 2. Excited to continue that just because we missed last week since I was out of town, but yeah. Aside from that, I will be on ABF stream Wednesday, and then I know if Zax is back yet, or if he's gonna have his Wednesday night stream. I know he's gonna be back for Circle of Jerks this Saturday night, I believe. So, which I think I'll be there for that. Thursday night, Kaiju number 8 on Gooch's stream.
Yeah.
And then I'll be on late night with Gooch.
Tuesday,
Wednesday, Thursday. At 12 a.m. midnight Eastern Standard Time. Gord, where else are you going to be this week?
Well, obviously, I've got your show tomorrow night, Terminalist. Wednesday, I'll be hanging out on Scooby Pub's channel. We're going to be talking the Conjuring 1 and 2. We're going to be doing a little bit of comparison on there. So it'll be my first time visiting them. And I am currently editing my next video, which I'm hoping to get out this week. We did cross the 1,000 subscriber mark.
Hell yeah!
Not too long ago.
Love to see it.
Fully monetized. This will probably, as long as I can, escape the copyrightisms. Hopefully I'll have a well-performing video making ad revenue and stuff. But yeah, just not gonna say what movie it is. It's a movie that fits the season, but is horrifying for not good reasons. It's
all right, Rachel. I'll use all the generous donations to buy new socks, some nicer socks. Circle Jerk, yep, Saturday night.
Nice.
Third Legs Unite Saturday night. There's a movie about Nick Third Leg called Get Hard, starring John C. Reilly.
Yeah, it's the it's a spoof on Walk the Line.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
marijuana.
I'm the better third leg.
You don't want none of this.
I'm the younger third leg.
I see you have a Schwartz.
I cut my brother in half.
Oh gosh. And then next Monday night we'll be talking the only Terminator movie.
Terminator.
Let's see. I've got Goodwin. We'll be back for that. He's gonna get his recharge, right? So he won't be hooked up to a battery. And then who else will be here? Cindy should be here. Gord will be here. I don't know if Leon was going to be here or not. I'll double check. But maybe Blue, maybe someone else. We'll see. Yeah, but tune in. It should be a good conversation. I haven't watched Terminator in like a couple of years, honestly. So
really,
I usually try to watch like every year, every other year, something like that. But
I had to. I'm almost overly familiar with it now that I've done a video on it. Copious notes.
There's certain movies that I usually try to watch like every October, for the season, but which I always preferred that.
Yeah, what the heck? Giving Halloween a 100? What the heck? It's not a 100.
What's that?
I was like, what the heck? Giving a Halloween a 100%?
Who did that?
I was like, no, it wasn't you. It was a different Nick.
Oh.
Someone on Criticalist gave it 100, and I was like, get out of here. That's not 100.
That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry. I know Halloween's a classic, but it's kind of overrated. Y'all need to calm down.
Yeah,
it's not 100?
The thing. 100 for that?
Halloween is aesthetically near perfect for a horror movie.
Yeah.
But storytelling and character, I don't even know if it hits mediocre. It's not very good in that department. They get away with a lot of nonsense in that movie.
The first Halloween, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you compare Halloween to its sequels, not including Season of the Witch, because I know that's a very different movie, but there's not a lot separating those movies as far as the writing is concerned. First Halloween barely has any characters. There's a lot of stuff that they get away with that you're just like, that should not work. That's weird. Even the famous opening scene, it's not that great. I'm sorry, it's not that good. I'm probably going to have to do a video on that movie next Halloween. Not this one, because it would take too long, but it's like, I'm probably going to make a lot of people mad next year when I do a Halloween video, because I got some stuff to say about that one.
Molly, what are you looking at? Well, I would rather watch Elm Street myself.
The third one, maybe. The first Elm Street's kind of overrated, too.
Elm Street movies for the win, except
I'm not making a lot of horror movie friends at this point. I'm sorry. I think slasher movies are it might be the most disappointing subgenre in all of
John
cinema.
Wayne Dottie, probably.
Remember, Gord, last you reviewed it. I seen it in theaters too. Remember the one with the killer's point of view? How was it?
In a Violent Nature.
Yes.
I
remember. Yeah, I watched it too. Almost like, well, I couldn't make a video. I'm like, I'm watching your video. I'm like, Gord is so on the nose. He's so right, because I watched that film. I was like, wow, this is.
There is so much missed opportunity with slasher movies.
There is.
There's no reason not to have copious great slasher movies, but they keep doing the exact same tropes over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can just one of you take this concept just that little bit seriously? Because right now, probably the best example of a slasher movie that's kind of written well is probably Scream, and that's kind of an indictment.
Yeah,
and that's not to say Scream is a bad movie. Scream is a good movie, but it's kind of poking fun at slasher movies. It's a very meta movie that's kind of poking fun at the tropes, and I'm like, yeah, I would have hoped that would have changed the course of slasher movies. So we're like, yeah, why don't y'all start taking this concept seriously? Because you can actually make these movies genuinely scary if you did, and freaking none of them are almost. Irks the crap out of me. You all right?
Chill. Yeah, cheer, fellow.
I knocked Blue out of his seat.
Say what you did. Super movie.
Only the best. Only the best lotion.
Actually, Waylon, that might be true. That Waylon might be absolutely correct. The best slasher movie, it very well might be Terminator and Jaws are probably the two best slasher movies.
Yeah,
that's true.
And if you get a calf cramp, you're like, oh, my whole calf is just locked up. Like, oh my god.
The slasher.
Heck, you might even throw Alien in there too. Like Alien has some slasher tropes to it, maybe. But yeah, I've always been bothered by slasher movies. Just never seem to take themselves seriously, and I'm like, it actually helps your movie horror wise.
Nothing.
If I give a crap about the people who are gonna die.
Yeah.
If I give a crap about the characters dying, that actually adds to the horror. That actually is part of what scares you. Is you don't want to see people you like getting killed, but freaking nobody is memorable in these movies.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's my slasher movie tangent. There you go.
Gord is special. He's a pumpkin.
He's definitely special.
He has pumpkin.
Gord likes good writing. Gord likes good writing. And slasher movies bother me for that reason, because most of them are not well written.
If it's in the yeah, and this is something that the struggle. Do we want to buy a lotion? Damn.
Oh man,
that sucks.
You poor bastard.
So he's just raw dogging it. Oof.
Hey,
chafe. Oh my god. Hold on.
Callus the phallus.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
I was here when this debuted.
I don't even know what to say.
Good night.
There's nothing to say. Just embrace it. As people ask me, like, when do you find time for streams? And next stream, Gucci stream, because this you're not going to see.
You've come at the right time.
You're not going to see this shit anywhere else.
Oh, Steve.
Something that Gucci's third leg rarely gets to say.
So people say, like, you're not putting out as many videos this month because I'm hanging out with this shit.
Oh my god.
I do want to say Nick, because I'll make a video, but Rick Moranis, because like we're mentioning older people, like the John Candy film came out Friday. I Like Me, and damn sure my top 5 of the year. Like if you don't cry once during that film, you've got no soul. Like it's such a beautiful documentary about John Candy's life.
I'm gonna watch that. Like
Gordon, I watched it with my kid. We woke up, we sat down, I had a couple of drinks, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, all right, buddy, and just like, boy, just be prepared to sit down and just like it's gonna hit you in the feels, man. But it's a fantastic documentary.
Nice.
I'm in the mood for some roast beef now. Weird.
It's the Swedish tongue.
You could be in the mood for worse things though. I should change my name to Waylon's Bocephus.
What's funny is there is a thing called roast beef au jus, and I don't think Vex would like that because of how it sounds.
Yeah. I know.
Vex hates the Jews.
Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper has like low key one of like the top 5 movie cameos of all time for Wayne's World.
Yeah, we are professionals here.
That'd be a movie that'd be fun to cover. Wayne's World's an underrated comedy.
Yeah, I was actually debating on doing it at some point. I love Wayne's World.
Isn't Milwaukee an Indian name? Yes, Pete, it is.
Dude,
I remember that.
There's some great lines, and
Alice Cooper is such a legend.
Yeah,
I'd say there's a decent amount of masculinity to talk about there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
In fact, it's actually pronounced Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
No stairway.
What's up,
like, you're not playing.
Love Wayne's World.
You're not playing Stairway to Heaven, son. Yeah, Gord, my mother, because she's a huge Zeppelin fan. Like my mom loved Wayne's World. Like
Wayne's World is freaking hilarious. I'll be honest, I think the sequel's good too.
Yeah, Aerosmith. He's like, we're not worthy. And Steven Stills like, you're worthy. Calm down.
Like one of the funniest things about the sequel is their concert manager just gets progressively more insane over the course of the movie. He just goes completely crazy.
You seen it too, Gord. Dana Carvey. That was Dana Carvey on the drums.
Oh yeah,
he was going to town, and I was like, holy! I know Dana Carvey could do that with the drums. Oh shit, man, yeah. And of course, Tia Carrera, man, peak hotness.
Hot back then
She
too.
is.
Holy
She
crap!
is smoking the movies. Yeah, put on the list, Nick.
Yep. Nah, I definitely would.
I mean, in a way, Wayne and Garth were the first YouTubers.
Yeah,
that's actually kind of true.
Mm-hmm.
It's
There's
really
your angle.
It's really shit.
First YouTubers.
We only got 2 films too. Like, why'd we get 3 or 4 or 5? Or come on, guys.
I mean, I think that's the example, like where they knew, like, okay, we're gonna stop at 2 for Wayne's
That's
World.
good though.
Yeah,
that was 2 was enough. They didn't need to do.
They were like
anymore. Hey, look, the second one is a bit of a step down from the first one. I still think it's pretty solid. I think it's about as much a step down from the first as like Naked Gun 3 is from like the first one, which is like, yeah, there's a gap, but they're still both funny.
Yeah.
Hi, Cindy. Cindy Beers Roast Beef. What
Hey,
the fuck?
it's a long story, Cindy.
She's like, what did I walk into?
Listen,
You're not the first person to ask that. Funny enough.
Shit got weird here at the end of the night.
Yeah, it's my 1 o'clock in the morning. Why not?
Ironically, on a vampire stream, no less.
One thing, Gord, how many films sequels, right? Like, I think certain people, like with Predator 2, I know like Vex shits on Predator 2. Predator 2 is not the first one, but I like the second one. It's not as good, but not
second one. It's like second one is. It's like I tend to. I agree with her. I don't think it's a good movie. Now, I do think it's enjoyable. Like, I don't dislike watching the movie, but it's really goofy. And doesn't really fit well with the first one, to be perfectly honest. But it's a pretty inoffensive sequel. I mean, I'll put it this way. I know that I'm just full of controversial takes, but this is one people are aware of. It's a better sequel than Lethal Weapon 2. I'm sorry, but it's not as badly written as Lethal Weapon 2 is, so I'll give it that much. But I mean, I would say Predators is probably the best of the Predator sequels.
Yeah.
Because I would say that's at least kind of a mediocre film.
Yeah.
Predator 2 is close to mediocre though. It's not terrible.
It's always
kind of goofy.
It's always fun with sequels. Sequels either elevate the first film, or they're like, you know what, man, it wasn't the first film, but it's okay to watch. And there's so many sequels in history where, like, yeah, it's not part 1, but it's also not terrible.
Well, Predator 2's got some really fun parts and it's got some pretty quotable lines. Gary Busey's awesome in that movie.
Every scene he's in.
Yeah, he is
a fucking alien.
Even the Jamaicans, like voodoo magic, man. It's like, what is up with these people? It's
those
kind
guys.
of fun. It's kind of campy.
They were doing all the coke in that movie.
It's Terminator 2.
Oh yeah,
I don't mind Terminator 2.
Coke laced a movie. That's like Coke laced with Ajax. That movie. Holy crap!
I think Terminator 2 is the first one I cried on.
I love Terminator 2. I don't.
I
if it's
like
a kids
to watch
movie,
it.
it's the best kids movie ever.
Yeah,
I think it's an excellent movie. I mean, it may not fit super well with some of the stuff in the first Terminator. I don't freaking care. I love Terminator 2.
See, like I said, when I watched Terminator 2, I was 10 years old. Goodwin hates Terminator 2. Goodwin was like 600 when he watched Terminator 2. Like, it's not the same comparison. Okay, like
yeah, I love Terminator 2. Love it.
No, to me, T2 is highly rewatchable.
I do think Aliens in the Terminator 2 Aliens debate. I do think Aliens is superior.
Yeah, I agree to that.
Damn.
Because I think it is, and the reason being, because I mean, you can maybe say Terminator 2 has better action in it, but I think Aliens is a better written film.
You see Gordon,
which means always going to take priority. That's for me. That's always going to take
man. You see Sigourney recently. Sigourney's like, hey guys, I got one more Ripley in me. Sigourney's going to come back for one more time for Ripley.
That was 600 years between his charge.
You
points.
mean one that we know of? Don't put it past her for that to happen more than once.
Yeah.
Heck, for all we know, they'll bring her into Alien or somehow.
Oh God, almost done. Man, you said that.
Third leg is a
well, next weekend. You see the new poster for Predator Badlands? All right.
Yeah, they ripped off of Uncharted 2. That was the first when I saw that, I was like, why are they using the Uncharted 2 cover art? What the heck?
Hope he uses lotion.
Tell him it puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Silence of the legs.
Is it after they've been exhausted?
I tell you what, your heart rate will
God.
definitely go over the 80s.
There is a Badlands popcorn bucket. Oh my god.
Oh, is there a Badlands
Oh,
popcorn?
God.
Yeah.
I hate you, Waylon.
Yeah. I remember
Hang on,
seeing
I gotta
that
look
earlier
this up.
in the
Predator
chat.
Badlands.
Someone posted in one of the chat. It was either Niats or mine. I forget.
I don't think I saw it.
Which goes dry
I'm
confirmed.
looking at
Oh
it.
wow. It does.
What
Cute
the-
juices maple syrup. Oh wow. It's
What
sticky.
even is that?
What is that?
It's like some sort of ship. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Okay.
It's ship, but I'd replace the P with T.
Sure.
Hmm.
I'm not buying that.
I'm not seeing that. I'm not paying to see it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm gonna see if I get paid for it.
Yeah, don't go see that movie. It's gonna be terrible.
Listen, Predator's Badlands bucket is out of this world. Oh yeah, that's a way to phrase it.
Out of this world. It's not that special.
So
Jesus.
gay.
God.
It's out of this world. Piss off.
I agree. I agree, hosting. The Dune popcorn bucket is top tier.
Yeah, I'm
It'll
not.
never be.
Yeah,
Never
because
beat that.
because popcorn bucket you would have to put in parentheses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Subject on us. Who ordered the roast beef?
A sandworm for your sandworm.
Sausages order the roast beef.
That was the best thing about Deadpool and Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds promoting that shit.
The popcorn bucket for Deadpool and Wolverine is better than the movie.
Yeah. Especially, I watched the Instagram of Ryan Reynolds showed the popcorn bucket. They're showing the butter dripping all over it and squirting on there. Ryan Reynolds, you sick son of a.
Oh gosh. All right, we're gonna raid into into Moxie. So Sydney's roast beef.
Whether she likes it or no, wait, I probably should.
Yeah. So to my third leg and to Gucci's third leg, be polite to raiding into Moxie. You know, just want to alarm her with 2 third legs approaching her. You know,
Now I'm
don't
thinking
wanna,
of
don't,
the
don't
hot
want to
dog hitting
overwhelm the
face
woman.
gif.
I cover me. Oh god, it was a great stream. Listen, thank you everyone who showed up, who donated, became a new member. You guys are awesome. Truly appreciate you guys, and legs to have been a part of the plot mafia here.
All the new members, including the third legs.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, thumbs up if you're watching a restream. Drop a comment. Follow, subscribe to everyone that's been in the panel, to Blue, Naughty, who was on here before, Papa Pumpkin as well. And we'll see you tomorrow night here on my channel, 9 p.m. Eastern, to talk about Terminalist Dark Wolf Episode 2. And then following Monday to talk about the one and only, well, Terminator 1, at least for you people out there. But yeah, go, I don't know, what emoji do we want to just throw in Moxie's chat? Eggplants?
Ginger.
Third legs.
Gingers? Ginger women emoji?
I was just thinking of the root.
Oh.
There should be a ginger root emoji.
Is there not a ginger root emoji? I don't think there
There
is.
should be. That's
Eggplants
racist
probably
if there's
work.
none.
Or legs. Yeah, just throw a bunch of leg emojis in there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Dude, thank you so much. You're the man. You're the man. Oh, what about Cindy's roast beef? Yeah, is there a roast beef emoji as well? Like
Cow.
Cow? Oh yeah, cow. Oh, cow.
Cow with
and,
fire on either side of it.
so yeah, let's throw some leg emojis and some roast beef emojis in there as well, and then you know, it'll be fine. So but yeah, I appreciate of course my panel, Nadia, who is probably asleep by now. Blue, my boy, and Papa Pumpkin,
AKA Horror with AIDS.
Horror with AIDS for Nadia. Yep. We certainly do. Certainly do. And mods, you guys rock for plugging the peeps. And Rhino.
God.
Rhino Jesus is good. Rhino milk. There's a good roast beef emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, Nick.
Maybe on a Black Panther stream, but
thank you and thank Gord to say, hey, older films hard to find this, but everybody appreciate, and it's so good to talk about good films for a time. I like the Nick that we're here to talk about positivity. It does with YouTube does get kind of boring just shitting on stuff. And I like the fact that Nick will talk about a film that from 1987, and we're still here praising.
And appreciate the fact that in 1987, this is a good movie.
Yeah.
You bring this out today, it's top 3 for the year at minimum.
This film
maybe number 1.
I mean,
I know, right?
I mean, this isn't no Minecraft, mind you, but
that movie would have been golden if it was released today. So
I'd rather them adapt a book that starts with mine than rewatch that movie.
Yeah, and the sequel's coming out, Gord.
Yeah, I figured.
I can't wait.
Kill me.
To part before we end, I'll play a couple blues. Link doesn't work. Okay, I will check back with that. And
that's fine. It's easy to find me. Trust me.
Yeah.
So there's only one of me.
He's outside your window right now.
He's looking at you right now. You just don't know it. I'll check with that. I just use a YouTube copy paste bullshit thing. But I'll play some clips before we leave. So hope everyone has a good night.
Finger licking good.